A poor kid making $2 grand a month. He was framed for rape by his landlady. He was not only thrown out, but also hit in the left eye with a broken incense burner. He thought his life was over. But when he opened his eyes, he'd awakened X-ray vision. From then on, he could see through everything. They backed up to the desk. Jason held Luna's waist and lifted her onto the desk. He kissed her neck and caressed her thigh. Luna closed her eyes, looking completely satisfied.
Jay, my husband's not at the antique shop. Only an apprentice is here. Give it to me.
Your husband can't satisfy you. I'll satisfy you.
Jason unbuttoned the collar of Luna's cheapao, revealing her fair chest and shoulders. He kissed her neck, and Luna let out a soft moan. I grabbed the mop and pushed the door open.
Ma'am, I am done cleaning the shop. Ma'am, you too.
Luna and Jason were startled. They quickly pulled apart, fumbling to straighten their clothes.
Alex, you're just a $2 grand a month apprentice who can't even pay rent. How dare you meddle in my business? Get out!
I let out a cold laugh. I jabbed the mop at their feet and started mopping. They hopped around to dodge. They dodged wherever I mopped.
Excuse me, folks. There is trash here.
Their pant legs were covered in mud from my mop. Jason snatched the mop from me and threw it down. Ring! Jason's phone rang. The screen said, "Father." He quickly answered. A man's furious voice came through.
Jason, you disgrace. Still fooling around? Your fiancée, Emily King, ran away to escape the wedding.
He hung up right after.
Alex, right? You ruined my fun today. I'll deal with you later.
Jason pushed me aside and rushed out. Luna deliberately ripped the collar of her cheapao, revealing her fair shoulders and chest. She ran out in tears and crashed into David Lawson, who just walked in. David quickly caught Luna.
Honey, what happened?
While you were gone, Jason, he tore my clothes. He tried to rape me.
I saw David Lawson turn purple with rage. I heard the commotion and ran over.
Boss, I didn't.
I can't live like this.
Jason, you're fired. Get the hell out now.
They threw me on my head. I landed hard on my back. David Lawson stood on the steps. He looked down at me.
Jason, ever again you dare step foot in my shop, I'll break your legs. Get out.
I got up off the ground.
Fine, you can fire me, but pay me what you owe me.
David Lawson turned back into the shop. Soon he came out carrying a beat-up old box. He threw the box down in front of me. I looked down. The box was full of worthless antiques. On top was a broken Buddha statue.
No money. This is your pay.
David Lawson waved his hand. Two thugs in black suits holding clubs came out of the shop and raised their clubs at me.
Lawson, you crook. Paying me with this worthless junk. You are ruthless.
Gritting my teeth, I picked up the box and turned to leave. I put the box down in the living room and went straight for the bathroom. I didn't notice someone was in there. I just pushed the door open and walked in. And there she was, taking a shower. I saw everything. Our eyes met. We both froze. She quickly snapped out of it, let out a scream, and quickly covered her chest. My eyes went wide, and I couldn't stop my nose from bleeding.
I am the only tenant here. Who is this woman? What an amazing body.
Pervert! Stop staring.
She glanced around. She spotted the corner of the bathroom, that small, old incense burner. She grabbed the burner and smashed it at me. It hit my left eye dead on. I was instantly dizzy. I fell backward and hit the floor. I opened my left eye, fighting the pain. My left eye suddenly felt hot. A blue arc of electricity danced in my eye. It traced the outline of the incense burner that hit me. My landlady, Jenny, ran in from outside. Passing through the living room, she grabbed a robe and tossed it to Emily.
Emily, this is my tenant, Alex. It's a misunderstanding.
Emily snatched the robe and quickly wrapped herself up. She shot me a glare, gritting her teeth in hatred. She stormed off. Jenny helped me out of the bathroom. She supported me and sat me on the living room couch.
Jenny, about the 3 months rent I owe you. I'll pay you back as soon as I can.
Don't worry about it. Just pay me back when you can. I'll go get some medicine for you.
Jenny turned and walked out the door. I opened my left eye and looked at her back. Suddenly, my left eye glowed faintly blue. Jenny's outer clothes slowly turned transparent. Her swimsuit underneath was clearly visible. I quickly shut my left eye. With my right eye, she was just wearing normal clothes. Left eye again. Her clothes turned transparent, and I saw her in a swimsuit, swaying as she walked out.
X-ray vision. My left eye can see through things. I can see through everything.
Worth $1.5 million, Charles Dodd seal. A genuine Qing dynasty piece.
Mr. Quinn, Peter Fields, and I all turned to the door. Jason Goldwyn walked in.
Young man, there's an order to things. I saw this seal first.
What I want? You have to give it to me.
Peter Fields slammed his hand on the table. He said nothing more. Jason Goldwyn scanned the room. His eyes landed on me, and I looked right back.
It is you!
Alex Young! I've been looking all over for you, so you're trying to steal Charles Dodd's seal from me.
I stood my ground, arms crossed.
This seal is mine.
What did you say? This Charles Dodd seal is yours. Is he telling the truth?
He brought the seal in.
He's just a $2,000 a month antique shop apprentice. This seal must be a fake.
A fake? How is that possible?
Peter Fields quickly handed the seal to Mr. Quinn. Mr. Quinn took the seal and examined it closely. He then used a magnifying glass to check the details.
This Charles Dodd seal is real.
Mr. Quinn handed the seal back to Peter Fields. Peter Fields examined it for a while.
Real or fake? I'll take it. Young man, give me your account number. I'll transfer the money right away.
I handed Peter Fields a slip with my account number. He was about to take it when Jason Goldwyn snatched it away.
He must have stolen this seal.
Stolen? Is that so?
This seal was obtained legally. Let's put it in writing. If it is stolen, I'll pay you triple.
Deal.
Jason Goldwyn walked up to Peter Fields, grabbed his collar, and yanked him out of his seat.
Peter Fields scoffed. He let go of Jason Goldwyn.
What Jason Goldwyn wants, no one dares to take. And who do you think you are?
Jason Goldwyn. You're Emily's fiancé? You're Emily's uncle? That's me.
Uncle, it's a misunderstanding.
Peter Fields scoffed. He ignored him.
Emily King? Isn't that the girl I saw in the shower?
A commotion at the door. Emily King, holding a jade bracelet, burst in.
Boss, how much is this bracelet worth?
Everyone turned to look at her.
Emily King, I finally found you.
Jason Goldwyn, what are you doing here?
Jason suddenly lunged at Emily. He reached for her. She froze, forgetting to run. Her eyes scanned the room and met mine. Our eyes locked. We both saw in each other's eyes surprise and embarrassment. She bit her lip. She rushed over to me. She pulled me in front of her. Only her head peeked out.
Emily, you know this poor kid, Alex?
Who I know is none of your business.
I'm your fiancé, so it is my business.
Jason raised his hand and swung at Emily's face. I grabbed his wrist and threw him off. He lost his balance and nearly fell.
Jason, about your little secret. Want me to tell your fiancé all about it?
Alex, you dare!
Suddenly, Jason pulled a dagger from his body and stabbed at me.
Emily panicked. She pulled me behind her. She spread her arms to shield me.
Jason Goldwyn, if you dare hurt Alex, I'll haunt you, even from the grave.
Emily King, are you crazy? I'm your fiancé. For some loser, you're threatening me with death?
I pulled Emily behind me. I spread my arms to shield him.
Jason Goldwyn, if you dare hurt Emily, I'll haunt you even from the grave.
Jason Goldwyn held a dagger, pointing it at us. He was shaking with rage.
What's this, a tragic love story?
Peter Fields watched us from the side and actually started clapping.
Emily, I've never seen you so passionate about love. Impressive.
Emily suddenly turned to Peter Fields.
Uncle Peter, what are you doing here?
Your aunt and I just moved to this city. If you want to marry Alex, your aunt and I will go to your family and persuade them.
Uncle Peter, he's just my... Right. Alex is my boyfriend.
Emily suddenly reached out and grabbed my arm. She was putting on a show, just to make Jason mad. Jason was so furious he even dropped his dagger. He was shaking all over. I put my arm around Emily's shoulders, and I even kissed her on the cheek.
That is right. Emily King is my girlfriend. We're already living together. Roommates count as living together, so I am not really lying.
Is that true, Emily?
Yes, Jason. I'd rather die than marry you.
Jason's fists were clenched in rage. His veins were bulging. He looked terrifying.
I kissed Emily King on the cheek again to reassure her. Jason Goldwyn, by chance, glanced at the jade bracelet in her hand. He suddenly burst out laughing.
Don't get cocky, Alex. That bracelet she's holding, I gave it to her. She still wears it. She must still have feelings for me, thinking of me day and night.
All eyes in the room turned to Emily King and her jade bracelet. Emily King raised the bracelet and smashed it to the ground. It shattered into pieces.
The jade is broken, and so is us. Jason Goldwyn. Don't ever say you know me. Just looking at you disgusts me.
Emily King, that bracelet, it's worth $100 million. How could you just smash it like that?
I kept this bracelet, not because I missed you. I kept it to vent my anger, so I could smash it when I was upset.
Jason Goldwyn was shaking with rage. He was on the verge of a breakdown. My left eye suddenly glowed blue. I looked at the bracelet fragments on the ground. Words appeared before my eyes.
Jason Goldwyn, you have some nerve. A cheap trinket from a street vendor, and you claim it is worth $100 million.
What nonsense! The Capital Goldwyns are rich. Why would I give a cheap trinket?
I picked up 2 bracelet fragments from the ground. I handed them to Peter Fields and Mr. Quinn. They took the fragments and examined them closely.
I'm no expert. I don't know much about jade. I can't tell if it's real. Alex is right. This bracelet is a cheap trinket. It's worthless. Worth at most $500.
Jason Goldwyn, a $500 bracelet, and you said it was worth $100 million? Trying to scam the King family?
The King family, huh? Emily King, you think you're untouchable? Just you wait.
Jason Goldwyn pulled out his phone, dialed a number, and stormed toward the door.
I heard a loud engine roar. It was getting closer. I looked out the window. 10 black Mercedes-Benzes and a Rolls-Royce pulled up to Treasure Hall. The Rolls-Royce was right in the middle. The Mercedes doors opened all at once. 10 men in suits and sunglasses, bodyguards, stepped out. They quickly split into 2 teams and took their positions on either side of the door. They moved in perfect unison. The Rolls-Royce door opened. A man and a woman stepped out. It was Charles King and Linda Lawson. Charles King glanced up at the Treasure Hall sign and walked straight inside. The 10 bodyguards rushed in first. They lined up in 2 rows, blocking the light. Charles King and Linda Lawson followed them in. They both looked furious.
Mom, Dad, what are you doing here?
Emily, you're being foolish. Coming to this dump to fool around with some poor boy.
You rebellious girl, running away for some poor boy. You are going to be the death of me.
I saw Emily suddenly pick up the dagger from the floor, kneel before her parents, and press the blade to her neck.
I've been a bad daughter. If you insist on making me marry Jason Goldwyn, I'll die right here today.
Charles and Linda were shocked and furious. Their faces went pale.
Yeah.
Emily, put the knife down. Don't be foolish.
The tip of the dagger pricked her neck. A trickle of blood oozed out.
If you don't call off my marriage to Jason Goldwyn, I'll die right now.
She pressed the dagger deeper into her neck. More blood poured out. Charles and Linda stood frozen, brows furrowed, still hesitating. Peter Field suddenly rushed up to them and pointed at them, shouting,
Don't hesitate.
Charles and Linda turned to Peter Fields. They looked shocked.
Peter, what are you doing here?
Jenny, Charles, let's not talk about that. Just agree with Emily. That Jason Goldwyn is a real piece of work. He even hit me.
I saw. Emily pressed the dagger deeper into her neck. Blood ran down her neck, more than before.
Emily, I agree.
Dad. It's not that I don't trust you. Swear it, and I'll be at peace.
Her grip on the dagger didn't loosen. The blade dug in a little deeper. The blood ran darker.
Swear it already. Your pride or your daughter?
I, Charles King, swear to never interfere with Emily King, with the Goldwins. May I be struck by lightning and be denied a family burial.
The King family is worth billions. Mr. King's word is law. Emily, please get up.
Emily dropped the dagger. It clattered to the floor. She knelt before Charles and Linda, bowing her head 3 times. Her forehead was red. She slowly pushed herself up. Her knees were still shaking.
Boy, what is your name?
Alex Yang,
What do you do?
antique shop apprentice. $2,000 a month, just laid off.
When Charles heard that, he erupted into a coughing fit. His face turned red. He was coughing so hard he could barely breathe.
I may have agreed with Emily not to marry Jason Goldwyn, but I never agreed to her marrying you. What makes you think you are worthy of marrying my daughter?
This kid. Besides being handsome, he's not good enough for my daughter.
I never said I had to marry your daughter. I've only known her for a few hours.
Dad, Mom, please don't give Alex a hard time. Actually, now that things are like this, if I say I have nothing to do with Alex, you'll just force me to marry another rich heir.
Actually, what?
Emily suddenly took my arm. She leaned in closer. She was faking intimacy.
We've been living together for a while.
You rebellious girl. You'll be the death of me.
Linda rushed over. She quickly rubbed his back.
They're living together. They're already intimate. Oh, what a shame.
Peter Fields rushed over to me. He leaned down and whispered in my ear.
Alex, quick, say something ambitious. And she's yours.
Say what?
Like, in a year, your assets will reach a certain amount.
It is not even official yet. That doesn't feel right.
Seal the deal first, then worry about it. A beautiful wife like Emily. Once you walk out that door, you'll never find another like her.
I nodded slowly. At this point, I have no choice but to marry her.
Alex, I'll give you 1 year. If your assets can surpass the King family, I'll let you marry my daughter.
Your family is worth $10 billion. You're giving Alex just 1 year to surpass your family? You're just trying to make it impossible for him.
Whether he can do it is his problem anyway. I gave him a chance.
Emily was shaking her head frantically. She was signaling me not to agree.
I accept the bet.
Alex, are you crazy? $10 billion? Even if you made $10 million a day, it would still take 3 years.
I have X-ray vision. With my appraisal power, what is to fear?
Alex, you've got guts. You've impressed me.
Then prepare to be impressed again. In 1 year, how about I surpass the capital Goldwins?
Surpass the capital Goldwins? Are you kidding me?
I am not joking about your daughter's happiness.
Do you even know how much the capital Goldwins are worth?
It is just 100 billion. In 1 year, I still have a chance to surpass it.
So bold. Let's seal it with a high five. Let's do it.
A high five is fine, but I have some conditions.
What conditions? Let's hear them.
First, during the bet, you can't use your power to maliciously interfere with my making money.
Charles King. Play fair. I wouldn't stoop to such petty tactics.
Second, you can't interfere with my life with Emily.
Anything else?
You can't force Emily to marry someone else, and you can't force her to do anything she doesn't want to.
Charles King turned to look at Emily. I saw in her eyes gratitude.
Alex, I agree to all of it. But for this year, I won't unfreeze Emily's bank card. Don't you dare get a single cent from her.
Spending a woman's money, that is being a freeloader. I, Alex Young, will never freeload.
Let's seal it with a high five.
I raised my hand and gave him a firm high five.
Alex, if you dare to play me or toy with my daughter's feelings, I'll make you pay with your life.
Charles King and his bodyguards left.
Take care, dear.
Linda Lawson turned to leave. At the door, she looked back at Emily. They returned to the villa. The living room was luxurious. Charles and Linda King walked in one after the other.
Honey, are you really okay with our precious daughter being with that poor kid, Alex?
I am just playing along.
Playing along?
What do you mean?
This year is just a cooling off period for Emily. As for the bet, 100 billion in a year. That poor kid has some nerve.
I get it. When Alex loses the bet, Emily will have to come back and accept the marriage we've arranged.
My daughter will marry a man of distinction, not some dreamer, a poor kid.
Just then, the steward walked in.
You called for me, sir?
Go to the Goldwyn's house. Break off the engagement between Miss King and Jason Goldwyn. Yes, and secretly tell Jason Goldwyn. If he dares to harm my daughter, I won't hesitate to take action and make the Goldwins choose a new heir.
Yes, I'll go right away.
The steward nodded and turned to leave. Frank Goldwyn finished reading the annulment papers and tossed them on the table. His eyes were cold as he stared at the steward.
Is the King family really breaking off the engagement? Yes. Is Charles King not afraid? I'll cut off the King family's financial lifeline?
My master says he's not afraid. For Miss King's lifelong happiness, he'll annul the engagement at any cost.
Frank Goldwyn followed the steward's gaze to Jason Goldwyn. He suddenly raised his hand.
Mr. King must have found out about your fooling around. That is why he is so set on this.
Dad, it was Emily King!
Frank Goldwyn didn't let him finish. He slapped him again.
Still talking back. You are grounded for 3 months. If you dare to take one step out of the Goldwyn fortune, you won't get a single cent.
With that, he turned and left the room. Jason gritted his teeth, his face twisted. He turned to the living room. He realized the steward was still there.
We've agreed to the annulment, so get out! Why are you still here?
My master has a message for you.
Spit it out, get to the point.
My master says, if you dare to retaliate against Miss King for the broken engagement, he won't mind the Goldwins finding a new successor.
You dare threaten me? What power does Charles King have to interfere with the Goldwyn heir?
You're not the only Goldwyn heir. There are plenty more capable than you, aren't there?
I'm the eldest son. I'm the rightful heir to the Goldwyn fortune. They're not worthy to compete with me.
Not necessarily. Take the Crown Prince. How many of them ever took the throne without a fight?
The steward gives Jason a slight bow. He turns and leaves. Jason is shaking with rage. His eyes turn fierce and terrifying.
Whoever dares take what's mine, I'll kill them.
He violently kicks the living room table. The tea set on the table falls to the floor. It shatters.
Alex Young, you dare steal my fiancée. I'll tear you limb from limb.
Peter Fields held Dodd's seal. He handed me a $2 million check.
Alex Young, Charles Dodd. The seal sold for $1.6 million. Here's a $2 million check. The extra is a startup fund for you and Emily.
Uncle Peter, I can't take this.
Why not?
I won't spend a cent of the King family's money, and I can't take your money either. I'll make it on my own.
I raised a fist, showing my determination. Uncle Peter rewrote the check. He handed me a check for $1.5 million. I took the check, glanced at the amount, and put it away.
Emily, come over for dinner with Alex sometime. Your aunt misses you.
Okay, I will.
I walked toward the door. Emily followed close behind. Emily and I left the antique shop and stepped outside.
Alex, thanks for standing up for me. About the bet. Once my parents have cooled off, I'll get them to call it off.
I finally got your parents to like me a little. Why call it off?
The bet? Are you serious?
Dead serious. Alex Young keeps his word. Dead serious.
Alex, about you wanting to marry me. Are you serious about that too?
Dead serious. I've seen your body, every inch of it. I have to take responsibility.
About you peeking at me in the shower? I'll let that slide for now. Just tell me, how are you going to make $100 billion in a year?
By finding steals.
Finding steals? Are you sure?
Shit.
Even if you made $100 million a day, it would take you 3 years to make $100 billion. Besides, where are all these big steals just waiting for you?
An honest man is innocent, but a treasure makes him guilty. My X-ray vision is a secret for now. I was an apprentice at an antique shop for years. I studied how to find steals every day. I am a pro at finding steals.
Prove it to me. If you can, before dark, find a steal, I'll believe you.
I nodded. Emily grabbed my arm and we left. Stalls lined both sides of the street. Each stall was filled with all kinds of antiques. There were bronzes, porcelain vases, and ancient coins, gourds, and more. Emily pulled me to the antique street.
You wanted to find a steal, right? Go on.
On both sides of the street, passing tourists stared at us like we were crazy.
Miss King, finding steals is low-key. Just follow me. Don't talk.
Okay.
I led the way. Emily followed. I scanned the stalls. We passed 4 stalls and stopped at the 5th. The stall was filled with dozens of antiques. I knelt down and picked one up. Blackjack glanced up at me. He looked unconcerned. I looked at it for a while, then put it back. I picked up another one and examined it. I picked up over 20 antiques in a row. I looked at each one for a moment, then put them back.
Kid, you've been looking for ages. Are you buying anything or not?
Time for a steal. Boss. Come on, can I just look around?
Fine. Look, go ahead.
I picked up a snuff bottle. I weighed it in my hand.
How much for this? Make it cheaper, and I'll take it.
You've got an eye, kid. This snuff bottle is from the 18th century Qing era. It is a real treasure. If you like it, I'll give you my cost. How about this?
5. Could be 50. 500. 5,000. 50,000. Trying to rip me off. No way. Boss, that is way too expensive. For a dirty old bottle, you are asking 50. 50's fine. But you have to throw in a bonus. I'll take these coins too.
How much? 50. Get out. Don't get in my way.
Boss, that is not right. I asked how much, you just held up one hand. I am being generous, not offering $5.
I pulled out my wallet. I made sure to show him the $878 inside. For him to see. To hint, I don't have much money. Blackjack glanced at the money in my wallet. He frowned.
1,000 for all of it.
Boss, I only have 878. I'll give you 800. The rest. I need it for dinner with my girlfriend.
Blackjack stared at the money in my wallet. He frowned, looking hesitant.
Fine.
I handed him $800. I took the snuff bottle and the coins. Emily and I walked on. We were soon out of Blackjack's sight. We found a quiet spot. Emily took the snuff bottle and coins from me. She held the snuff bottle in her left hand and the coins in her right.
Alex, the snuff bottle and the coins. Which one's the treasure?
I took from Emily King's hand the rare xuanhuan imperial coin. I held it up to her.
This is it.
You were at that stall for so long? Just for this coin?
Yes, this coin is the treasure I was after.
How much is this coin worth?
It is worth this much.
Is that 50? Or 500? Or 5,000?
It is 500,000.
You're saying this tiny coin is worth $500,000? For real?
I'll take you to cash it in.
I walked ahead holding the coin. Emily followed behind me. Mr. Quinn was having tea in his shop. When he saw us come in, he put down his cup and came right over.
Alex, my boy, got something to sell?
I placed the coin on the table.
Mr. Quinn, what is this worth?
Mr. Quinn put on a pair of clean white gloves and carefully picked up the coin.
My. This is the rare xuanhuan imperial coin. Very few exist.
Is this coin really worth $500,000?
Mr. Quinn shook his head, holding the coin.
It's not worth that? It's not?
The market value of this coin is at least 600,000, and it's bound to skyrocket.
I'll sell it to you for 600 grand. Deal.
Thank you so much.
Emily and I left the antique shop. 600 grand hit my account.
You're amazing. You bought that coin for $800 and flipped it for over $500,000.
That is the thrill of the hunt. From broke to rich in a day, and a villa the day after.
I don't know much about antiques. What kind of antiques are likely to be treasures?
The older it is, the more valuable it is likely to be. And I mean naturally old.
Really old.
Emily suddenly smacked her forehead. A look of realization dawned on her face. She turned and ran off.
Emily, where are you going?
Emily suddenly had a realization. She said our rental had an old item that might be an antique. She turned and ran off. I called out to her, but she just ran faster. I quickly followed. Emily ran into the living room first, rummaging through everything. She made a huge mess. I walked in and watched her panic.
Emily, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for an incense burner.
What incense burner?
It's the one I used when you peeked at me in the shower. The one I smashed into your left eye.
Emily stood in the center of the living room, looking left and right. Still no luck.
After you hit me with that burner, I never saw it again. I thought you threw it away.
Right, the trash. I'll go check the trash outside.
After she said that, she turned and ran out.
I'll use my X-ray vision to look for it.
My left eye glowed blue. The floor slowly vanished, becoming transparent. The middle-aged couple below was hugging and kissing. They fell onto the couch together.
It is just dark out, and they're already at it. What is the rush?
I let out a chuckle. I shifted my left eye.
And accidentally saw my own stomach. There was a small cauldron inside. It looked exactly like the incense burner that hit my head.
How did that burner get inside me?
I frantically rubbed my stomach, but the cauldron wouldn't budge.
How do I get this thing out?
Just as I thought of taking it out, the cauldron suddenly appeared in my hand. I looked at my stomach. The cauldron inside was gone. With a thought, the cauldron in my hand vanished and went back into my stomach. I raised my palm. The cauldron flew to the ground. It grew larger, becoming a 3-foot-tall grand cauldron. I walked up to the grand cauldron. I looked inside. It was divided into 3 compartments. The bottoms were blue, green, and white.
This cauldron has a lot of space inside. I wonder if I can store things in it.
I picked up a broken bronze artifact and placed it in the Grand Cauldron's blue compartment. The moment it entered the blue compartment, it shrank from dozens of centimeters to just a few. With a thought, the artifact vanished from the compartment and reappeared in my palm.
So the blue compartment is for storage. I wonder what the green compartment does.
I put the broken bronze artifact into the green compartment. Once it was in the green compartment, the compartment lit up green. Green arcs coiled around the artifact like threads. The damage was visibly repairing itself. When the green light faded, I took the artifact out of the green compartment. The damage was fully repaired.
My God, the green compartment repairs things.
I took out a round mirror and smashed it on the floor. It shattered. I pieced the mirror back together and put it in the green compartment. When I took it out again, it was as good as new. I examined the mirror in my hand. The cracks were completely gone.
With this amazing repair power, I can just buy broken antiques for cheap, fix them, and sell them for a fortune.
I picked up a broken porcelain piece and tried the white compartment. The moment it got near the white compartment, a white light repelled it. I tried again. My phone, a mirror, a hammer, food, and drink, all repelled.
Nothing can go into this white compartment. What is it for?
The room went pitch black. The power's out.
What is this liquid for?
I put the elixir in my mouth and swallowed.
My God, the elixir strengthens the body and purifies the soul.
I took the elixir from the white compartment, taking out 2/3. It filled a small bottle cap. I drank it all down. My body changed dramatically. My mind sharpened. My strength and speed surged.
This cauldron, it stores, repairs, and makes elixir. I'll call it the Wish Cauldron.
I quickly headed for the door. The door wasn't locked. I pushed it open and went in.
Why did my landlady cut my power? I have to ask.
Jenny had just showered. She was naked. She walked to the living room for her clothes. Just then, I pushed the door open. Our eyes met. We both froze. I stared at Jenny, naked. My nose started bleeding.
Alex, I'll kill you.
I turned and ran in terror. The room was pitch black. I ran inside and slammed the door shut. The power suddenly came back. Light returned. There was a loud knocking at the door. I looked through the peephole. It was Jenny. She stood outside with her hands on her hips. Her eyes were blazing with fury.
I opened the door. I awkwardly greeted Jenny.
Jenny, what a coincidence.
Coincidence my ass. Alex, what did you just see?
Jenny, I didn't see anything.
Jenny glared at me. I was so scared I stepped back. Jenny kept advancing.
You're 3 months behind on rent, and I haven't even pressed you. Now you're getting bold. You even dare to take advantage of me.
Jenny, if you don't mind, you can take advantage of me, too.
Tremon.
Jenny's foot slipped. She lost her balance. She fell right into my arms. Her weight knocked me back. I wrapped my arms around her waist. I fell backward. We hit the floor. Our eyes locked. We were both blushing. Jenny suddenly panicked. She scrambled to her feet. Her nightgown came loose. Her top slipped right off. I stared at her upper body. My nose started bleeding again.
Jenny, I am a pure innocent virgin. I can't handle this.
Sister Wendy ran over. She saw us in our disheveled state.
Oh my God! Landlady Jenny, even if you're lonely, you don't have to be so desperate. Doing it right at the door?
Jenny scrambled to her feet. She quickly fixed her clothes. I stood up too.
Sister Wendy, what's all the panic about?
Emily King twisted her ankle downstairs. She scraped her knee too. I need Alex to take her to the hospital.
I was shocked. I immediately went around Jenny and Wendy and ran downstairs.
Wendy, what you saw today. If you dare say a word, I'll raise your rent.
Landlady Jenny, you've been a widow for years. It's time to find a partner.
Shut up.
Jenny shot her a glare, turned, and ran upstairs to change her clothes. At the stairwell, Emily King was holding her left foot, sitting on the steps. She looked in pain. She twisted her left ankle and scraped her right knee. It was bleeding a lot. I ran from a distance and reached Emily.
Emily, what happened? I'll take you to the hospital.
I scooped her up in my arms and ran forward.
Night, hospital room. I'm sitting in a chair by the bed. Emily King is in bed on an IV. Her left foot is in a cast. Her right knee is bandaged. The door opens. Jenny Ford walks in with a fruit basket. I stand up to give her my seat. She shoots me a dirty look. She puts the basket on the table and sits on the stool.
Emily, how did you get so banged up?
I'm fine, Jenny.
Look at you. You're a mess. And you're saying you're fine? I was digging through the trash for an incense burner. I tripped over a broken bike, and this happened. An incense burner? What one? The one from the bathroom. That burner. The one I hit Alex's left eye with. That piece of junk. Why were you looking for it?
I suspect that burner is an antique.
An antique? That burner is just junk. It's worthless.
This burner is incredibly powerful. It is practically a magical treasure. This is my chance to ask about its origin.
I was about to speak up, but Emily asked first.
Jenny, where did you get that burner? It looks pretty beat up. My husband left that burner. After he died, it just sat in the bathroom. Never touched it.
Where did your husband get it?
I think he found it in the Mystic Valley. I can't remember.
Mystic Valley? Isn't that where they practice go?
I heard the incense burner is from Mystic Valley. It gives me the creeps. Oh well, if it's lost, it's lost.
Mystic Valley has always been mysterious. So it is no surprise the burner is from there.
I activate my left eye's X-ray vision. I see the incense burner lying quietly in my abdomen. It looks perfectly normal.
This burner must have many more functions that are still locked. All in all, it is all benefits, no harm. I can use it with confidence.
Emily, get some rest. I'm off. I'll visit you again.
Jenny, I'll see you out.
Alex, aren't you coming with me?
Emily still has 3 bags to go. I'll wait until she is done.
Fine. When you get back, pay me the rent you owe.
I pull $2,000 from my pocket and offer it to Jenny.
Jenny, I went to your place today to pay you the rent.
Just pay me when you get back. I have something to talk to you about anyway.
Jenny doesn't take the money. She turns and leaves. I watch Jenny leave. Once she's gone, I turn to look at Emily.
Alex, are you and Jenny together?
Emily, don't get me wrong. Jenny and I are just landlord and tenant. That is all.
Oh.
I take an apple from the fruit basket on the table. I wipe it off and hand it to Emily. Emily takes the apple and starts eating it slowly.
Emily, you are so beautiful.
You like it?
I do.
Do you say that to every pretty girl?
There are many pretty girls, but you are the only one I have feelings for.
Alex, if you really like me, then don't take that $100 billion bet seriously.
Emily, do you also think I can't earn $100 billion in a year?
I don't know.
When I, Emily King, find a husband, it doesn't matter if he's rich or poor. Once I choose someone, I'm loyal for life. I'll follow him.
Emily, I'll work hard to make money, win the bet, get your family's approval, and marry you properly.
I believe you can do it.
I move closer, leaning in for her lips. She closes her eyes. Our lips are about to meet. My phone suddenly rings. It's Jenny. Emily awkwardly adjusts her hair. She adjusts her hair and turns away. The phone keeps ringing. I answer it, annoyed. It's Jenny on the other end.
Alex, I had a nightmare. It's so dark. I'm so scared.
Ever since your husband died, you've been sleeping alone. What are you scared of?
I hang up. I look at Emily. She's already asleep. I walk to her bed. Looking at her beautiful face, I take out my phone and snap a photo.
What a beautiful moonbeam. So much better than that clingy widow.
My phone rings again. It's Jenny again. I hit the end button. I don't answer. Jenny is lounging on the couch, swirling a glass of wine. I push the door open and walk in. Jenny holds a wine glass in one hand, and with the other, she pulls down her nightgown strap, revealing her bare shoulder.
Alex, am I beautiful?
I stared at Jenny's sexy nightgown and black stockings and swallowed hard. She kept shooting me seductive glances.
Legs make the woman. Your legs are too dark, not pretty.
You have no taste. These are black stockings. A must for a mature woman.
I get creeped out by black hair.
She set down her wine glass and sat up straight. She slowly peeled off her black stockings, crumpled them up, and threw them at me.
Alex, still creeped out?
I coughed and took a deep breath. I pulled $2,000 from my pocket and put it on the table.
Jenny, I owe you 3 months' rent. That is $1,600. Here is $2,000. Take it.
She glanced at the money on the table and scoffed. I pulled out another $20,000 and put it on the table.
Here is $20,000. Take this too.
She picked up the money and weighed it in her hand.
Alex, what's this $20,000 for? Compensation for peeking at me in the shower?
I turned to leave without answering.
This is for your incense burner. After all, it gave me X-ray vision. It gave me a chance to change my fate.
She stepped in front of me, holding the money.
What's this $20,000 for? Explain yourself.
This is to thank you for always looking out for me.
Thank me for what? You saw my whole body. Thank me for not calling the cops?
I was behind on rent. Thank you for not kicking me out. And thank you for feeding me when I had no money.
She shoved the money back into my arms.
Then I can't take this money.
Why not?
You couldn't even pay the rent a few days ago. And now you're throwing money around? Who knows if you stole this money or sold something?
I made this money from a lucky find. Take it or leave it.
I turned to leave. Jenny threw the money on the floor. She ran to the door and locked it.
What are you doing?
Prove it.
Prove what?
That you're a treasure hunter.
This place is full of junk. How am I supposed to prove it? Don't be ridiculous.
Jenny ran off. She came back carrying a worn wooden box. She put the box on the table and opened it.
You want to find a treasure? Go ahead. Go on.
I walked over. I saw silver bracelets and hairpins, a snuff bottle, a teacup, and over a dozen other antiques.
Jenny, where did you get all this old stuff?
It was left by my husband's grandfather. Any treasures?
Yes.
Jenny took the items out of the box one by one. She tossed them on the table.
Which one's the treasure?
The snuff bottle and teacup weren't steady. They rolled off the table and hit the floor. The snuff bottle cracked. The teacup shattered.
You are so reckless.
What's wrong?
The most valuable things in this box were the snuff bottle and teacup, and you broke them.
How much were they worth?
I held up 2 fingers.
2,000?
I shook my head.
20,000?
I shook my head.
200,000?
I shook my head.
I watched Jenny's horrified expression.
$2 million. $2 million.
For real? These 2 pieces of junk are worth $2 million?
I picked up the snuff bottle from the floor and held it in my hand.
This snuff bottle is from the Qing dynasty. It was in perfect condition before it broke, worth $500,000.
Jenny's eyes widened in shock. I put the snuff bottle on the table and picked up the teacup.
This teacup. It is an xuanhuan teacup from the Ming imperial kings, worth $1.5 million.
Jenny's mouth dropped open in shock.
Alex, what are they worth now?
Not even $20.
Jenny's vision went black. She collapsed to the floor and started sobbing. I quickly helped her up and sat her down on the couch.
Alex, can these antiques be repaired?
Even the best restoration expert can't restore them to 100%.
Jenny cried in regret, heartbroken. Jenny walked into the shop with her bag. Mr. Warren gave her a lazy glance and went back to his tea and music.
Sir? Do you buy Qing Dynasty snuff bottles and Ming Dynasty Xuanda teacups?
What? An Xuanda teacup? Yes, yes, yes!
Jenny took a small box out of her bag and placed it on the table. Mr. Warren opened the box. Inside were the shattered snuff bottle and teacup. Mr. Warren's smile vanished instantly. His demeanor turned icy.
Are you kidding me?
Sir, what's wrong?
Before they broke, these 2 were worth $2 million. Now they're broken, they're not even worth $20. Get out!
Jenny turned to leave, disappointed with the box in hand. Jenny pushed the door open and walked in. David Lawson and Luna May gave her a quick glance and went back to flirting.
Sir? Do you buy Qing Dynasty snuff bottles and Ming Dynasty Xuanda teacups?
I saw David Lawson's eyes widen. He slowly pushed Luna May away. He quickly walked over to Jenny Ford.
You have an Xuanda teacup? Let me see it.
Jenny Ford took a small box out of her bag. She put it on the table. David Lawson opened the box. Inside were a shattered snuff bottle and teacup.
Take a look, sir. How much are these 2 worth?
David Lawson picked up the box. He threw it on the ground in disgust. The shards spilled out. They shattered even more.
Take your junk and get out.
Fine, you won't buy it. Why the insults?
Luna May walked over. She shoved Jenny hard.
You bring this junk in to scam us? You're lucky we're not hitting you. Get out now or we'll strip you and throw you out. You too.
Jenny knelt to pick up the shards. Luna May walked over. She kicked the box to the door.
You think this worthless junk is a treasure? What a poor wretch.
Jenny knelt on the floor, tears of anger in her eyes. I walked in from outside. Before I arrived, my voice reached them first.
Who says it is worthless? I'd say it is worth $2 million.
I pushed the door open and walked in. David Lawson and Luna May both turned to look at me. Their eyes were blazing.
Alex Young, what are you doing here?
I helped Jenny up from the floor.
Jenny, go slap her. Hit her hard.
Alex, I can't.
Go on. I've got your back.
Jenny walked over. She slapped Luna May hard. Luna May screamed in rage. She raised her hand to hit Jenny. I quickly stepped in.
You dare hit back, and I'll expose all your dirty little secrets.
Luna May lowered her hand, stammering. She went to David Lawson and started to pout.
Honey, Alex had her hit me. You have to stand up for me.
Men!
4 thugs with clubs rushed out from the back.
4 thugs surrounded me. They had the numbers, but I showed no fear.
Break Alex Young's legs!
The leader roared. He jumped and swung his stick at my head. I moved fast. I punched the stick. It shattered into pieces. Then I kicked him. He staggered back and crashed to the ground. Blood poured from his mouth.
Is this really the same Alex Young from before?
Alex, I told you, if you ever set foot in my shop again, I'd break your legs. Get 'em!
The remaining 3 thugs rushed me. They attacked fiercely with their sticks. I dodged nimbly. 1 punch each, perfectly timed. I took them all down. The 3 of them lay on the ground, trembling. They screamed in pain. I stepped over them and walked toward David Lawson. He stepped back in fear, his face pale.
When did Alex get so good at fighting?
I walked up to him. I grabbed his collar and lifted him up. He looked pathetic, feet off the ground.
David Lawson, I was your apprentice for 3 years. You bullied me for 3 years. How do you plan to settle this?
What do you want?
I glanced around the antique shop. Too many bad memories here.
Sell me this antique shop, and I'll let the past go.
My business is great. Why would I sell to you?
Fine, don't sell. Then you'll be going to jail.
I turned to leave. This was the perfect way to make him cave, and he panicked.
He rushed over to stop me. Alex, jail. Explain yourself.
David Lawson, you work with Tomb Raiders.
He turned pale before I even finished. That's the look of a guilty man.
Stop. I'll sell the shop.
David Lawson has people loot tombs and sell artifacts. I don't have any hard evidence, but reporting him would be enough to get him in trouble.
$8 million. I'll sell you the shop.
This shop is just fakes and junk. It is worth $8 million.
Then what's a fair price?
I hold up 5 fingers.
$5 million is my final offer.
Fine. $5 million it is.
I'll give you $1 million now, and the rest in 3 days.
What if you can't pay the rest in 3 days?
If I can't pay on time, the $1 million deposit is yours to keep.
Then pay up. I'd love to see if a poor kid like you has $1 million.
I pull out my phone. I transfer $1 million to David Lawson's account. His phone pings with a notification. David Lawson's mouth drops in shock.
Ready to sign the transfer contract now?
We sign the transfer contract and stamp our thumbprints. I'm in my apprentice uniform. Luna May wears a sexy cheapao. David Lawson wears a tang suit. A small box and photos are nearby. I throw them out of the shop. I throw David Lawson out, upside down. He lands on his back. I throw Luna May out, upside down too. She stumbles and falls. I stand on the steps looking down at them. I remember when David Lawson had me thrown out of the shop. I was thrown out upside down, landing on my back. He stood on the steps looking down at me.
Alex Young, if you ever set foot in my shop again, I'll break your legs. Get out!
David Lawson, if you ever set foot in my shop again, I'll break your legs. Get out.
Luna May helps David Lawson up.
Don't get cocky, Alex Young. If you can't pay the $4 million in 3 days, this shop is still mine.
David Lawson, you are not getting this shop back. This shop is now called Treasure Tower, and it has nothing to do with you.
I slam the door shut. They jump.
Honey, what do we do now?
I close the shop door. Outside, David Lawson's voice was livid.
When Alex Young was my apprentice, I taught him nothing. He knows jack about antiques. Treasure Tower? He'll go broke.
I opened the door and stepped out with a small box. It was full of photos.
Mrs. Lawson, take your trash.
I threw the box down in front of them. The photos on top spilled out in a flurry. In the photos, Luna May and Jason Goldwyn were naked, embracing on a bed. David Lawson bent down and picked one up. His face went pale as a sheet, like a ghost. He raised his hand and slapped Luna May. The sound was a sharp crack.
You slut! You were cheating on me with another man!
Honey, I was wrong. It's my fault I didn't hide these photos.
David Lawson slapped her again.
Is that the problem? Your affair with Jason Goldwyn filled an entire box. You've got some nerve.
Honey, I was wrong. I'll never do it again.
Forget it. A man must be magnanimous.
I went back inside and brought out another box of photos. I threw the box down in front of them.
David Lawson, here are your wife's racy photos with Mr. Chandler. Enjoy.
David Lawson pulled a photo from the box. Luna May was in bed with Mr. Chandler. He was heaving with rage. He could barely breathe. Her photos were well hidden.
How did you find these?
I can see through things. No matter where you hide them, I'll find them.
I ignored her. I went back inside and brought out another box. I threw the box down in front of them.
David Lawson, here are your wife's photos with Mr. Martin.
David Lawson stared at the scattered photos. He was shaking with rage, like a leaf. I threw a box of photos right in front of David Lawson.
Here is your wife with Mr. King.
I threw out another box of photos.
Here is her with Mr. Scott.
I threw out yet another box of photos.
And here is her with Mr. Drake.
Looking at the photos scattered on the ground, he was overcome with rage. His vision went black. He spat out a mouthful of blood and collapsed.
David Lawson, you raided ancient tombs, sold stolen artifacts, and did every evil thing. Even if you die of rage, you deserve it.
I walked into the shop and shut the door. I sat in the owner's seat, looking at the whole shop. A few days ago, I was just an apprentice here. Now, I'm the owner. I stood up and walked to the corner. There sat a dusty, worn wooden chair. It was in terrible shape, covered in scratches, cracks, stains, and wormholes. My left eye glowed blue as I looked at the chair. Text appeared in my left eye.
The items in this shop are worthless to others, but to me, they're all treasures.
I raised my palm. On the ground, a 3-foot-tall grand cauldron appeared. Inside, it had 3 compartments. The bottoms were colored blue, green, and white. I waved my hand at the chair. It flew into the green compartment. The compartment glowed green. Green arcs wrapped around the chair. The damage began to repair. When the green light faded, I took the chair from the green compartment. The chair was brand new. The scratches, cracks, stains, and wormholes were all gone. I sat in the VIP room. In front of me was the Qing Dynasty Caozan armchair. Susan Shaw walked in and shook my hand.
Mr. Young, I hear you have a treasure to sell. Is it this chair?
I nodded.
Yes, this is the chair.
Susan Shaw put on her white gloves. She inspected the chair carefully. Susan Shaw shook her head. Mr. Young.
This is just an ordinary Qing Dynasty chair. Nothing special.
This is Charles Austin's chair.
Charles Austin?
Susan Shaw's eyes widened in shock.
You're saying this is Charles Austin's chair?
Yes, the author of the dream mansion that Charles Austin.
How can you be sure this is Charles Austin's chair?
This is Charles Austin's chair.
I pointed to a spot on the chair.
The chair, there is a signature here. Charles Austin, take a look.
Susan Shaw leaned in for a closer look. And there it was, Charles Austin's signature. She took out a magnifying glass. She carefully examined the signature and the chair's grain. Susan Shaw gasped. My God!
This really is Charles Austin's chair. What's incredible is how well preserved it is. There's not a single scratch.
This chair is most likely the one Charles Austin sat in while writing the dream mansion.
Mr. Young, how much for this chair?
I smiled and said, I don't want money.
I want to trade this chair for your auction house.
My auction house has been losing money for years. It's about to go under. What do you want with it?
Don't ask so many questions. Just say yes or no.
This chair is worth at least $50 million. Deal.
Great. Let's go sign the transfer papers.
Susan Shaw led the way. I followed. We arrived at the signing room. Susan Shaw and I signed the transfer papers. Then we shook hands. Susan Shaw smiled. Mr. Young.
The Golden City Auction House is yours now.
Susan Shaw.
From now on, you'll work for me, running this auction house. $50 million a year. What do you say?
Mr. Young, thank you for the vote of confidence, but this auction house, under my management, was flooded with fakes. Its reputation collapsed. I'm afraid I'm not up to the task.
Leave the auction items and authentication to me. You make the announcement. Anyone who buys a fake from our auction house will refund 10 times the price.
Yes, boss.
I walked into the shop with the auction house transfer contract and sat in the main seat. I flipped through the contract.
I'll use this antique shop to buy damaged antiques, restore them, and then auction them at my own auction house, without anyone knowing.
I put the contract away. I walked to the shop's entrance and opened the door. Blackjack was holding 3 paintings and walked in with his head down. He bumped right into me.
Hey, kid. What are you doing here?
Looking at Blackjack's face, memories came flooding back. At the stall, I handed Blackjack $800. He took the money. He handed me the snuff bottle and a dozen copper coins. I took them and turned to leave.
Come back soon, kid.
He watched me walk away. A crooked smile spread across his face.
What a rookie, trying to find a bargain. I just fleeced you.
My money's here.
Time to act. I glared at Blackjack. I grabbed his collar and roared.
You crook. I've been looking for you.
Kid, let's talk this out.
I paid you $800 at your stall for a snuff bottle and some copper coins. Remember?
I do? What about it?
I grabbed Blackjack by the collar and dragged him outside.
You sold me this junk. I had it appraised. It is all fake. Let's go settle this with the cops.
Kid, that is the antique trade rule. Once the deal's done, no returns. The cops won't help.
Is that really a rule?
Of course. It has been a rule for thousands of years.
I feigned innocence.
So, if I buy an antique from you, and I get a great deal.
Antique trade rule. No returns. No takebacks. Getting a great deal is your skill. I won't come back for it.
That is exactly what I wanted to hear.
I let go of Blackjack's collar. My face slowly went from angry to calm. I turned and walked into the shop. Blackjack held the 3 paintings and followed close behind. I sat down in the main seat. Blackjack looked around the shop and asked in shock, "Kid."
This antique shop is yours.
I picked up a cup of tea from the table, took a sip, and said,
"It is a family heirloom. What? You still trying to rip me off?"
Blackjack gave an awkward smile and sat down next to me.
Kid, don't put it like that. You are from a big family. You care about $800.
I scoffed. I picked up the teacup and showed it to Blackjack.
Big family, huh? See this teacup?
I see it. So what?
My great-grandfather's. From the Tang Dynasty.
I raised the teacup and smashed it on the floor. It shattered instantly. Blackjack's eyes nearly popped out of his head. I walked to the shelf and grabbed a vase.
My grandfather collected this vase. Ming Dynasty.
I raised the vase and smashed it on the floor. It shattered instantly. I grabbed a jade carving from the shelf.
My father collected this jade carving. Qing Dynasty.
I raised the jade carving and smashed it on the floor. It shattered. I grabbed a snuff bottle from the shelf.
I pointed at Blackjack and said,
I got this snuff bottle from you. Modern.
I raised the snuff bottle and smashed it on the floor. It shattered. I kicked the shelf hard. The shelf shook. Dozens of ceramics fell to the floor and shattered. I roared at Blackjack. He trembled with fear. I looked at the 3 paintings in his arms. I stormed over. I snatched a painting from him.
This one's a fake too, right?
I opened it and reached to tear it. Blackjack was shocked. He quickly stopped me. He snatched it back.
Young man, don't tear it. It is the real deal.
After all that acting, he finally took the bait.
I snatched a painting from Blackjack, opened it casually. I glanced at it and tossed it on the ground.
This painting is so crudely done. It is clearly a fake. I am not buying your fake paintings. Get out.
Blackjack struggled and refused to leave.
Young man, these paintings, I'll sell them to you cheap, okay?
I let go of his arm.
How much? But I am not paying much.
10 grand a piece.
30 grand for 3 fakes. Are you crazy?
Then you tell me, kid, what is a fair price?
10 grand for all 3. Take it or leave it. There are plenty of fakes out there anyway.
Come on, kid, add a little more. Let me make a little profit. Let's call it a deal between friends.
I frowned and feigned indecision.
All right, 5 grand more. 15 grand for all 3.
Deal.
I pulled out 15 grand in cash and tossed it to Blackjack. Blackjack took the money and left happily. I picked up the 3 paintings from the floor. I took one of the paintings and tossed it in the trash. I held one painting in each hand and smiled at them.
These 2 are the real treasures.
I took one of the paintings and laid it flat on the table. My left eye glowed blue as I looked at the painting. Words appeared before me. Item name: Ming Dynasty Peony and Reef Painting. Authenticity: genuine. Current value: $1,500. Condition: severely damaged. Repairable. Value after repair: $15 million.
This is a Ming Dynasty piece by William Shaw. Once I repair it with the wish top, I can sell it for $15 million.
I raised my palm. Out of thin air, a 3-foot-tall grand cauldron appeared. Inside, it had 3 compartments. The bases were blue, green, and white. I waved my hand over the painting. The scroll flew into the green compartment. The compartment glowed green. Green arcs wrapped around the scroll. The damage was visibly repairing itself. Once the green light faded, I took the scroll from the green compartment. I laid William Shaw's painting flat on the table. The whole painting was brand new. It looked even more ancient. Scratches, cracks, and wormholes were all gone. I carefully rolled up the painting and put it in a wooden box. I took the 3rd painting and laid it flat on the table.
This one's even bigger. If I auction this off, it'll shake the entire antique world.
My left eye glowed blue as I looked at the painting. Words appeared before me. Item name: Benedict's Bamboo Orchid. Authenticity: genuine. Current value: $4,600. Condition: severely damaged. Repairable. Value after repair: $46 million.
It is a Benedict Smith original.
I waved my hand over the painting. The scroll flew into the green compartment. The compartment glowed green. Green arcs wrapped around the scroll. The damage was visibly repairing itself. The green light at the top faded away. I took the scroll from the green compartment. I laid Benedict Smith's painting flat on the table. The painting was completely restored. All the scratches, cracks, and wormholes were gone. It had a stronger antique feel. I carefully rolled up the painting and put it in a wooden box. I placed the 2 wooden boxes side by side.
I got these 2 for just 15 grand. Now they're worth over 60 million. What a steal!
At the auction, my Benedict Smith painting was on display. Susan Shaw raised her gavel and scanned the room.
Benedict Smith original, 46 million. Any more bids? Going once?
Everyone looked around. They all shook their heads. No more bids. Susan Shaw brought down the gavel.
Sold for 46 million.
The old man with glasses went on stage with his card. He was thrilled.
The Benedict Smith original is mine.
Susan Shaw took the card and swiped it. Old Chandler in the front row pulled out his phone and took a high-res photo of the painting. Blackjack was selling antiques at his stall. Old Chandler showed Blackjack a photo of the painting from the auction.
Blackjack, this Benedict Smith painting from the auction, the bamboo orchid one, is this the one you had?
Blackjack's eyes widened. He zoomed in for a closer look.
No.
How could it not be? It looks exactly the same.
Blackjack pulled out his phone. He opened it to a photo of the bamboo orchid painting. The painting in the photo was in tatters. It had scratches, wormholes, and cracks. Blackjack compared the two photos.
I later found out that old Chandler and Blackjack were hiding in a corner, looking at a photo of the fake painting, plotting to scam me.
Old Chandler, look at mine. It's all damaged. Look at the auction houses. It's perfectly preserved. It looks like Benedict Smith just painted it.
Yeah, even the best restoration tech today, they can't make it look this perfect.
The auction house's painting is clearly the original, so mine must be a high-quality fake.
Blackjack, did you sell that painting?
Sold it.
How much did you get?
The Benedict Smith one, plus 2 other high-quality fakes, sold for 15 grand total.
That much for 3 fakes? Sold to who?
Sold to some guy named Alex Young.
Who's he?
He's just a rich kid. He inherited a fortune and blew it all. He opened an antique shop and filled it with fakes.
How'd you fool him into buying your fake?
This kid knows nothing about antiques. Just put on a little act for him, and he'll bite.
I've got some junk at home, too. Let's go sell it to him.
Old Chandler dragged Blackjack outside. They couldn't wait to scam me out of all my money. Outside Treasure Tower, 2 figures soon appeared, carrying long bags. They stopped about 15 feet from the door, looking around. Old Chandler looked up at my shop sign, Treasure Tower, with a calculating look.
This is that kid's antique shop. We'll work together. We'll sell all this junk to him.
Right. Let's really screw him over.
With that, they headed for the door, their steps brimming with smugness.
Hey, Alex. We brought you some treasures.
I was kicking back, sipping tea in my shop, just relaxing, when my phone suddenly rang. The screen showed it was Susan Shaw from the auction house. I answered the call. Susan Shaw's voice came through the receiver.
Mr. Yang, your 2 paintings at the auction sold for a total of 61 million. I'll transfer the money right now to your personal account.
Okay.
I hung up. My phone rang again. It was a text. $61 million. In my account.
If Blackjack knew that the 2 paintings he sold me for 15 grand, I just flipped for 60 million, he'd probably die of rage.
I stood up and looked toward the door. Blackjack's loud voice came from outside.
Hey, Alex. We brought you some treasures.
Speak of the devil. And he appears. That idiot's here to give me more money.
Blackjack and old Chandler carried 2 long bags and walked in, grinning. I stepped forward, grabbed Blackjack's arm and tried to push him out.
You again. Go.
Alex, we're guests. You have to let me in for a cup of tea.
I let go of Blackjack's arm and turned back into the shop. Blackjack and old Chandler exchanged a look. It was full of mischief. They followed me in and sat on the stools. I poured them some tea. They each took a sip.
You've had your tea. Now get out.
I grabbed Blackjack and tried to throw him out.
Alex, we really brought you a treasure.
Yeah.
What treasure? You call that a treasure? It is a fake. Like the last junk you sold me. I threw it right in the trash.
This one's the real deal.
Old Chandler pulled out a small box. He handed it to me, and I took it. I opened it with a sneer. I opened the box with disdain. Inside, A brilliant green light. My face was cast in a pale green glow. Inside was a badly damaged night pearl. It was covered in cracks.
This is a night pearl.
You've got a good eye, kid. It's a night pearl.
My left eye suddenly glowed blue. I looked at the night pearl. Words appeared before my eyes. Item: Qin Dynasty Night Pearl. Authenticity: genuine. Current value: $10,000. Condition: severely damaged. Repairable. Value after repair: $100 million.
A night pearl worth 100 million. I am definitely scoring this deal.
I put the night pearl back in the box and tossed it to Blackjack.
Too bad. It is a fake.
A fake? You're saying this night pearl is a fake?
The glow of a real night pearl is soft and warm. Look at yours. The glow is harsh and blinding. It is clearly synthetic.
No way. This was passed down from my great-grandfather. Faking techniques have been around for thousands of years.
Your great-grandfather was scammed. He got a fake pearl and passed it down.
How much is this pearl worth?
I held up 5 fingers.
50 grand.
$5.
$5 for a pearl this big? It's only worth $5?
This pearl of yours is covered in cracks. If someone found it, they'd just throw it away. $5 is a good deal.
For $5, I'd rather smash it.
Go on, smash it. I bet you won't.
Blackjack picked up the night pearl. He was just acting, pretending to smash it. I watched old Chandler help Blackjack with his act.
Blackjack, don't drop it. Don't drop it.
Blackjack pushed old Chandler away. He held the night pearl over his head, posing to drop it.
You don't drop it. You are my grandson.
Blackjack was so mad he turned green.
You want me to drop it? Then I won't.
I pulled a painting from the trash and tossed it to Blackjack.
You sold this to me before. A fake. I'll trade it for that worthless pearl.
Blackjack caught the scroll with his left hand and squeezed it. He held the scroll in his left hand and the night pearl in his right. He looked from one to the other, clearly undecided.
If this pearl is fake, what do you want it for?
My dog needs a new toy, and this pearl is just the right size.
This high-quality fake. When I sold it to Alex, it was $5 grand. I can sell this painting again. This deal is a sure win.
Still hesitating over a worthless pearl? Forget it. Just go ahead and drop it.
Fine, I'll trade.
Blackjack threw the night pearl at me. He threw it off target, hoping it would shatter. I reached for it, but I missed. It fell right in front of me and shattered in two.
Blackjack, you are playing games over a worthless pearl. You are something else.
Sorry, kid. I'm old. My hands are weak. I really didn't mean it.
I picked up the shattered night pearl and pocketed it.
I've got $100 million pearl. Once I fix it, I'll sell it at auction.
Next, kid. This is a genuine Tiger Turner. Want to take a look?
You have a Tiger Turner? Original?
I do.
Let me see it.
You can see it. For 20 grand.
20 grand just to look at a painting. You are obviously trying to rip me off.
Every time an old painting is opened, it's exposed to the air. The oxygen and moisture in the air will cause the painting to deteriorate.
Cut the crap. Here is 20 grand. Now hurry up and show me the painting.
I threw 20 grand at Blackjack. He snatched it up and stuffed it in his pocket. Blackjack reached into his long bag and pulled out a long box. Inside was a scroll. Blackjack handed me the scroll. I took it and placed it on the table. I slowly unrolled it, letting the whole painting lie flat. What I saw was a crudely painted ink wash. It looked like a beginner's work.
Blackjack, this is the Tiger Turner original you were talking about. This looks like a kid's drawing.
Look here.
I followed his finger to the signature. It said, White Tiger Turner.
You're something else, Blackjack. You tried to fool me with a fake Tiger Turner.
He's also called Tiger Turner. Like the Ming Dynasty master. It's a homophone. So how can you say it's a fake?
Blackjack, give me back my 20 grand, or I am calling the cops.
Blackjack picked up his long bag and threw it at my feet.
Alex, everything in this bag is yours. It's worth way more than 20 grand.
I knelt down and opened the bag. It was full of badly damaged antiques, porcelain, a bronze sword, and other junk.
Blackjack, this pile of junk isn't even worth $200. Give me back my 20 grand.
Blackjack suddenly clutched his stomach. He put on a painful expression.
Ow, it hurts! Alex, my stomach hurts. Gotta go. I'll buy you a drink another time.
Blackjack clutched his stomach and ran out the door.
He is gone. What are you waiting for? Get out.
I just saw through Blackjack's scam. He ran off, leaving his junk behind. I didn't expect old Chandler was still here. He picked up a long bag from the floor.
Young Alex, I want to sell you this bag of antiques too.
Blackjack just scammed me out of 20 grand. What? You want to scam me too?
I'm not like Blackjack. Blackjack is true to his name. He's a crook. I'm old Chandler. I'm more honest.
What is in your bag? Open it up.
Old Chandler opened the bag. I peeked inside. It was all broken antiques.
I'm not asking for much, kid. 15 grand is all.
This is an antique shop, not a junkyard. Take your junk and get out.
14 grand?
I grabbed a teacup from the table and threw it at him. He dodged it quickly.
13 grand.
Get out.
12 grand.
Out. Get out, or I am calling the cops.
10 grand.
Here is 10 grand. Take it and get out. And don't ever come back.
He took the money and ran off, grinning. Blackjack picked up his chopsticks, grabbed a bite, and took a sip. Old Chandler walked in and sat across from him. Blackjack grabbed the bottle and filled old Chandler's glass.
Got the money? Got it. I sold my bag of junk for 10 grand. I told you so. That kid's a total fool. Those 2 bags of junk, even the junkyard wouldn't take them. Who'd have thought we'd get 30 grand for them? We'll keep targeting Alex. We'll get more junk and sell it to him for a fortune.
Old Chandler raised his glass and clinked it with Blackjack's.
Great.
I locked up the shop. I dumped the antiques from both bags onto the floor. They covered the entire floor.
This pile of junk I bought for 30 grand is worth at least 500 million.
I'm Alex Young. I just spent 30 grand on this pile of junk. But to me, they're priceless treasures. I pick up one, a badly damaged old coin. My left eye glows blue as I look at the coin.
This coin is worth 1.5 million, and it is the cheapest thing here.
I pick up another piece, a badly damaged xuanhuan sensor. My left eye glows blue again. The sensor's details appear clearly.
This xuanhuan sensor could buy a villa. What a steal.
I raise my palm. Out of thin air, a massive cauldron appears. The cauldron has 3 compartments. The bottoms are colored blue, green, and white. I wave my hand at the antiques on the ground. Dozens of antiques fly into the green compartment. Green light flashes. Countless green arcs wrap around the antiques. The damage is repairing at a visible rate. When the green light fades, I take a night pearl from the green compartment. This night pearl is much rounder than before. Its surface is smooth as a mirror. All the cracks are gone. I remember what happened before. Blackjack tossed me a night pearl. I reached out to catch it, but I missed. The night pearl hit the ground and shattered.
If Blackjack knew that the night pearl he broke is worth 100 million, I wonder what his face would look like.
I walk over to the table and place the night pearl on it. My gaze falls on the Tiger Turner ink painting. A mysterious smile crosses my face.
The most valuable piece isn't this night pearl. It is the painting on the table.
I roll up the painting, grab the night pearl, and head out. I'm in my spacious, luxurious office, sipping tea on the sofa. On the coffee table is a Tiger Turner ink painting. On the floor nearby are dozens of antiques, all just restored by me. Susan Shaw walks in.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Susan Shaw, you are the general manager of our Golden City auction house. I am going to test your eye.
Go ahead, sir.
Miss Shaw, take a look at these items on the floor. How much are they worth?
Susan nods. She picks up a coin from the floor.
This is a Tang Dynasty Kaiyuan coin.
Yes, just give me your estimate.
This coin is in perfect condition. There is not a single scratch. At least 1.5 million.
I point to the antiques on the floor. I gesture for her to continue.
Go on.
Susan puts down the coin and picks up an xuanhuan sensor.
My God, I've never seen a xuanhuan sensor in such perfect condition. This sensor is worth at least 10 million.
Go on.
Susan puts down the sensor and picks up a bronze sword.
The patterns on this sword are so clear. There is not a single spot of rust. At least 30 million.
I nod. I pull a night pearl from my pocket and toss it to her. Susan reaches out and catches it. She almost drops it. She examines the night pearl in her hand.
This night pearl is enormous. It is flawless, mirror smooth. At least 100 million.
I nod.
Miss Shaw, take a look at this painting on the table. How much is it worth?
Susan Shaw walks to the table. She sets down the night pearl.
This painting is a fake. It is worthless.
You are right, Miss Shaw. Just looking at this painting, it is worthless. But this scroll is the most valuable of all these items.
You are saying this painting is worth over $100 million?
Yes.
Susan Shaw stares at the painting. She examines every detail.
The brushwork on this painting is very crude, signed Tiger Turner. It is clearly trying to ride on Tiger Turner's fame.
You are right, Miss Shaw.
She reaches out and touches the paper.
This paper has some age to it, about 80 or 90 years, but it is suspiciously thick.
Any guesses, Miss Shaw?
I get it. Under this painting, there is another one.
You are right, Miss Shaw. It is a painting within a painting.
I take out a knife and cut along the edge of the scroll. I open the hidden layer and remove the top painting. A new painting is revealed.
This is a Tiger Turner original.
That is right. It is a Ming Dynasty artist's work, a Tiger Turner original.
Susan Shaw clutches her chest. She can barely breathe.
My God, I am actually witnessing a Tiger Turner original revealed.
We'll auction the Tiger Turner original. I'll use this painting to put our auction house on the map.
Yes.
Remember, no matter what, don't reveal my identity as the auction house owner.
I head for the door. Emily King is on my arm, walking with me. Luna May is walking toward us with a man. They're laughing and talking. Luna May sees me. Her expression suddenly changes. She hurries up to me and blocks my path. Emily and I were heading for the auction hall entrance. Luna May and Leon Stone were walking toward us. They were laughing and talking. Luna May's face changed when she saw me. She rushed over to block our path.
Good dogs, don't block the way. Move.
I pushed Luna May away and kept walking with Emily. Luna May lost her balance and fell into Leon's arms. Leon steadied her. He quickly stepped in front of me.
You dare touch my woman, punk? Got a death wish?
Luna May is your woman. Ridiculous. The men she has slept with outnumber the women you've been with.
Luna May walked over to Leon. She whispered in his ear.
Leon, he's from my husband's antique shop. Apprentice Alex Young.
Leon looked at me. He sneered.
Security! Security!
2 guards quickly ran over to Leon.
What's wrong, sir?
What's wrong with this auction house? You're letting in bums? Throw them out, now!
The guards bowed to Leon and then quickly approached me.
Please show us your invitation.
I don't need an invitation to get into the Golden City auction house.
Everyone here needs an invitation to get in. Except you? What, is your dad the owner?
Well, this auction house might just be owned by your daddy.
Security! He's insulting your boss! Throw him out, now!
The Golden City Auction House. This isn't a street market. You need status to get in. If you can't show an invitation, then please leave.
You can make me leave, but you can't afford the price.
Leon and I were facing off. He doubted my words.
The price is, without me, today's auction can't start.
Leon scoffed. His tone was full of disdain.
Today's highlight is a Tiger Turner original. That's why so many big shots are here. How could an auction this big need your approval to start?
I stared him down and said 2 words.
Yes.
The security guard had heard enough. He tried to contain his anger.
Kid, you're getting ridiculous. You don't have an invitation. Take your boasts and get out.
The 2 guards suddenly lunged at me. They tried to grab my arms and throw me out. Stop! A clear female voice called out. I turned to look. Susan Shaw was walking over.
Ms. Shaw, this kid. He snuck into our auction house. He's up to no good.
Susan Shaw raised her hand and slapped the second guard. She backhanded the first guard.
How dare you insult my guest? You are both fired.
The second guard looked stunned. He pointed at me and asked Susan.
This kid is your guest.
Don't you dare call him a kid. Disrespect Mr. Young again, and I'll end you. Get out.
The 2 guards fled in terror. Luna May looked at Susan Shaw and spoke with a sneer.
So you're the head of the Golden City Auction House, Susan Shaw.
Yes. What of it?
Luna May's tone was provocative.
You're saying Alex Young is your guest? Aren't you afraid of looking cheap?
Mr. Young is the most honored guest of our auction house. Without him, this entire auction can't go on.
Susan Shaw. She gestured for me to go first. She led the way. Emily and I followed.
What's gotten into Susan Shaw? So respectful to a mere apprentice?
She's a master at playing both sides.
What do you mean?
Alex's female companion. She's the capital's Miss King.
The King family? The one worth billions? The owners of King's Gemworks?
Yes.
So that's why Alex Young is so arrogant. He's backed by the King family.
But there's no need to worry. He has the King family. And I have the entire Stone family. Let's go and humiliate him.
Leon and Luna May
headed for the auction hall.
Susan Shaw led Emily and me to the front row VIP seats. Susan nodded at me and left.
Alex, what are we doing at an auction?
To find a steal.
My family cut off all my cards. I don't have any money.
Don't worry. I've got you. Whatever you want, just bid. I'll pay.
You're so confident. How much have you really made from your finds?
That is a secret.
I pulled out my phone and transferred money to Emily's card. Leon Stone and Luna May walked in and stopped in front of me.
Get up. Get to the back.
What do you mean?
These front row seats. You need 100 million in cash to sit here. Got 100 million in your pocket?
I don't. Do you?
Security!
Susan Shaw arrived with 2 security guards. They walked over.
Sir, the auction is about to start. What is the problem?
I want a funds check.
Susan didn't take the card. She gave me a secret glance. She looked troubled.
Miss Shaw, I'll do the funds check.
Susan nodded. She took the POS machine from the guard with her left hand, and Leon's card with her right. Susan took Leon's card and swiped it. The machine beeped. Funds verified. Balance. Over $100 million. Susan handed the card back to Leon. He took it and put it away.
My funds are verified. Your turn.
Fine. I'll prove my funds, but on one condition.
What condition?
If I pass the verification, you'll get on the ground and bark like a dog.
And what if you fail?
Whatever you want.
Deal. If you lose, I'm taking one of your eyes.
Deal?
I raised my hand, ready to seal the deal with Bugstone. Bugstone put his hand out, about to slap mine. But Luna May suddenly grabbed his arm.
Leon, be careful. It's a trick.
I just asked around. Emily King ran away from the King family. She doesn't even have 10 grand.
So you're both broke. Leon, don't let them off.
Bugstone nodded. He put his hand out and we slapped.
Alex, prove your funds.
I pulled out a card with one hand and handed it to Susan Shaw. Susan Shaw took the card and swiped it.
Verification failed. Insufficient funds. What?
Alex, you lost.
You're just broke. Being broke is one thing, but you're a poser too.
Bugstone stepped toward me. He held up 2 fingers.
Alex, do you want me to take your left eye or your right?
Hold on. I haven't lost yet.
What do you mean? Are you backing out?
We only said to verify funds. We didn't say just one card, or just once.
Alex, pull out all your cards. Even if you borrow 100 million right now, I'll still count it as a pass.
Leon, you're giving him too much credit. Even if he borrows from all his broke relatives, he can't scrape together 100 million.
Honey, get your card out for verification.
I only have a few $1,000s on it. Alex, are you crazy?
Just do it.
Emily pulled out a card and handed it to Susan. Susan took the card. She looked confused and swiped it. Leon Stone was still sneering. He pointed right in my face.
Emily King is even poorer than Alex Young. She doesn't even have 10 grand. Alex Young, you're finished.
Susan Shaw took Emily's card and swiped it through the POS machine.
Verification successful. Balance exceeds 100 million.
Leon Stone and Luna May were stunned. Their mouths hung open. Susan Shaw breathed a sigh of relief. She handed the card back to Emily.
Mrs. Young, here's your card.
Emily took the card. She held it in her hand, looking confused.
My God, I thought I only had a little money. How could I have 100 million? The machine must be broken. We demand a new machine and a recheck.
How dare you?
We don't do verification here. You insisted on this. Security.
4 security guards walked in.
Throw these 2 out.
The 4 guards stepped forward. 2 grabbed Luna May. 2 grabbed Leon Stone.
Let go! I'm the 3rd young master of the Stone family. You can't afford to mess with me.
Susan Shaw waved her hand. The guards dragged them toward the door.
Hold on.
Mr. Young, what's your instruction?
Miss Shaw, there are guests. Since they want to verify, let them.
Susan Shaw nodded at me.
Let them go. Bring all the POS machines here.
The guards let them go and threw them to the ground. Soon, each guard brought 3 POS machines. They dumped them all in front of Leon. Emily pulled out her card and threw it at Leon.
Check it.
Leon was on the ground. He didn't have time to get up. He grabbed the card and a POS machine and swiped it fast.
Verification successful. Balance exceeds 100 million.
Leon couldn't believe it. He threw the machine away and grabbed a new one.
Verification successful. Balance exceeds 100 million.
Leon's face turned panicked. He tried 5 or 6 more machines.
Verification successful. Balance exceeds 100 million.
Leon collapsed to the floor. His eyes were vacant.
She really has 100 million? How could this happen?
Leon Stone shot to his feet. He threw a punch at my face.
You wish.
Susan Shaw was startled. She immediately waved to the 4 security guards. The 4 guards rushed forward. They subdued Leon Stone and pinned him to the ground.
Pay up. If you don't bark like a dog today, this auction is off.
I gave Susan Shaw a look. She got it.
Everyone, due to this gentleman causing a disturbance, we've decided to cancel today's auction.
The crowd erupted. Chaos broke out.
Damn it! I came from thousands of miles away just for the Tiger Turner original. Get down and bark like a dog. I'd rather die than bark like a dog. Leon Stone, want me to expose your capital antics for everyone to hear? You know me? Third Stone, what you did to your brother. Stop! I'll bark like a dog now.
The 4 guards released Leon Stone. Leon Stone got on all 4s and crawled around the hall, barking like a dog. The whole room erupted in deafening laughter.
Since Mr. Leon Stone has fulfilled the bet, the auction will now resume.
The room erupted in applause. Luna May stepped forward to help Leon Stone up. Leon Stone's face was livid. He suddenly raised his hand and slapped Luna May.
This is all your fault. You made me a laughingstock. You'll pay for this when we get home.
Luna May held her cheek and looked at me. Her eyes were full of hatred.
Leon Stone, you brought this humiliation on yourself.
Alex Young, this time, you only won because of Emily King's money. You won't be so lucky next time.
What? You want to bet again?
Leon Stone was mocking me.
What? You chicken?
I gave him a cold laugh and asked,
What is the bet? Let's hear it.
A wealth contest.
How does that work?
This is an auction house. We'll bet on who buys the most expensive item.
I laughed inwardly. This auction house is mine, and all the items are mine too.
This auction house is mine, and all the items are mine too. Buying anything here is just me paying myself. Challenging me on wealth. He is asking for it.
Alex Young, are you chicken?
It is not that I am scared. I am afraid you can't afford to lose.
I can't afford to lose. I'm the 3rd son of the Capital Stones. One of my hairs is thicker than your waist.
Emily King couldn't help but retort.
Leon Stone, don't think so highly of yourself. You're just a bastard. Your status is lower than your brother's dog.
Leon Stone suddenly flew into a rage. He raised his hand to slap Emily. I quickly grabbed his wrist and threw him off. He stumbled and nearly fell.
You have no right to discipline my woman. Since you want to bet, let's make it a big one.
What's the bet?
Let's bet $1 billion.
$1 billion? Are you crazy?
I am asking if you dare. If you don't, get lost and leave me alone.
Alex Young, do you even have $1 billion?
I wouldn't have proposed $1 billion bet if I couldn't cover it. Leon Stone, do you dare to bet with me?
Leon Stone's face turned pale. He scratched his head, clearly hesitating.
Leon, take the bet.
Leon Stone suddenly raised his hand and slapped Luna May.
I don't have $1 billion. How can I bet against him?
What a joke, the Stone family. Can't even come up with $1 billion, and they call themselves a $10 billion family, PFFT. Trash!
Then, Kevin Stone's voice echoed through the room. He wasn't there yet.
Third brother, take the bet.
Kevin Stone walked in.
Second brother, what are you doing here? I heard someone insulted the Capital Stones. If I don't teach him a lesson, who will ever respect the Stone family?
And who are you? State your name.
Kevin Stone, second son of the Capital Stones.
Your brother Leon was already on the ground, barking like a dog. What? You want to try too?
Emily tugged at my sleeve. She whispered a warning in my ear.
Alex, be careful. Kevin Stone is very shrewd. He's nothing like his reckless brother Leon. He's a different league.
I nodded.
Kevin Stone, what is the bet?
We'll have 3 rounds. Best 2 out of 3.
Since your family wants to give me $1 billion, why wouldn't I take that bet?
It's not $1 billion. It's $3 billion.
$3 billion. Are you sure?
You insulted my family, and I'll make you learn that the Stone family is not to be messed with.
I looked at Kevin Stone. He looked so confident. I hesitated.
I don't have 3 billion, but I have X-ray vision. Making 3 billion won't be hard, but I don't have to bet this much.
Second brother, are you crazy? That poor kid Alex doesn't have 3 billion.
Shut up. I know what I'm doing. Alex, do you dare take this bet?
What if I do? What if I don't?
You insulted my family in public. If you don't dare, I'll cut out your tongue and feed it to the dogs.
All right. I am in. 3 billion it is.
Everyone in the room stared at me in shock.
Fine. If you lose, I want King family jewels, 15%.
Kevin Stone. So that's what this is about. You're after my shares.
So what? Once I get your shares, Stone family jewels will dominate your King's Heart jewelers.
I pulled Emily behind me.
Kevin Stone, I am the one betting against you, not Emily. Her shares. Stay away from them.
If I weren't after Emily's shares, why would I bet with you? Who do you think you are?
Emily pulled me to her side. She stared at Kevin, gritting her teeth.
Fine, I accept. We'll bet my shares.
Miss King, you're a true heroine. Deal.
And what if you lose?
If I lose, I'll give you the Royal Jade River Mine.
Kevin Stone, you've really got this all figured out. The Royal Jade River Mine is a famous abandoned mine. It hasn't yielded any jade in years. It's not even worth 100 million.
Royal Jade River Mine.
Hearing that name, a memory suddenly came to mind. I picked up a stone. My left eye's X-ray vision kicked in.
This stone washed down from upstream. There must be a purple jade mine ahead.
I followed the river upstream. Soon, I spotted a sign.
My God! Who would have thought that under this abandoned mine there is a hidden purple jade vein?
That mine. If it still yielded jade, would I be betting it?
This bet is unfair. We
accept the bet.
Emily grabbed my arm. She looked shocked and angry.
Alex, are you crazy? He's obviously trying to scam us.
I quickly grabbed her shoulders to calm her down.
Emily, trust me. I won't lose.
Emily looked me in the eye. She slowly nodded.
Okay, I trust you.
Then sign the bet. So you can't back out when you lose.
This $3 billion bet needs a respected witness.
Everyone here is watching. Where am I supposed to find a referee?
I don't trust you.
Kevin and I were at a standstill. Suddenly, a woman's voice called from afar. She wasn't here yet, but her voice drifted over.
How about I be your referee?
I turned toward the voice. I saw Grace Rivers with 4 men in black. They were walking toward us at a steady pace.
And this is?
Emily noticed my confusion. She quickly whispered an explanation.
That's Grace Rivers, president of the Antique Society, and also president of the Gem and Jewelry Association.
When Kevin saw it was Grace Rivers, he immediately put on a big smile and reached out to greet her. But 2 men in black stopped him. Kevin quickly reached out and rushed to greet her.
President Rivers, what brings you here?
2 men in black stepped forward and blocked Kevin. Grace Rivers waved her hand, and they stepped back.
I heard this auction house has a Tiger Turner original, so I came to see it.
Hearing President Rivers would be the referee, I breathed a sigh of relief. I smiled.
Since President Rivers will be the referee, I am in.
President Rivers is always fair. I'm in too.
Since you're both in agreement, then sign the bet.
Grace Rivers waved again. The 4 men in black quickly brought over a table and placed it between Kevin and me. Kevin and his brother Leon signed the contract first, and pressed their thumbprints. Then Emily and I signed our names and pressed our thumbprint.
The bet is signed. You must honor it. If the loser dares to back out, I'll make sure they're finished in the antique world.
I, Kevin Stone, keep my word. I will not back out.
Let's begin. What's the first written test?
The first round is a wealth contest.
How will it work?
Just like my brother said. Here at the auction, whoever buys the most expensive item wins.
Grace nodded.
Do you agree?
Agreed.
At today's auction, the most expensive item, without a doubt, is the Tiger Turner original. To save time, let's have the auction house sell this painting now.
Susan Shaw walked over to us.
Miss Shaw, let's auction the Tiger Turner original now. The other items can be auctioned another day.
Okay.
Susan Shaw turned and walked to the auction stage. Emily, Grace, Kevin, Leon, and I sat in the front row. Susan Shaw stood on the auction stage, with the Tiger Turner original hanging beside her.
Now up for auction is the Tiger Turner original. Starting bid, 200 million. Bidding starts now.
210 million.
This painting is mine. I might as well take this chance to really screw Kevin over. 300 million.
310 million.
500 million.
500 million.
Kevin was about to bid, but Leon grabbed his arm and whispered in his ear.
Kevin, stop bidding in increments. Just raise the bid already.
I'm testing Alex's financial limits.
What's there to test? He's backed by the King family. They're betting King family Jewels shares. Alex and Emily are determined to win this.
Kevin, why aren't you bidding? What? You are out of money already.
Kevin raised his hand. Looks like he's about to bid.
$1 billion.
Now that is a man. 1.5 billion.
The whole room erupted. Everyone was stunned by the wild bidding. They were left speechless.
1.8 billion.
2 billion.
2.5 billion.
2.9 billion.
I saw Kevin Stone and his brother Leon, heads bowed, whispering together.
Kevin, it's almost 3 billion. Should we bid again?
We have to win.
If our brother finds out we spent 3 billion on a painting, he'll break our legs.
He's the legitimate son. We're bastards. He always gets the upper hand. If we get the King family's shares, we might finally get ahead.
All right, the bet's only 3 billion. I bet Alex won't dare to bid again.
Kevin nodded firmly.
3 billion.
I closed my eyes and stopped bidding. Susan Shaw glanced my way and picked up the gavel.
3 billion, first call. 3 billion, second call. Alex, bid. Bid.
Since they want to give me 3 billion, I'd be a fool to refuse.
What? Giving you 3 billion?
You'll see.
3 billion. Sold. Congratulations, Mr. Kevin Stone. You've won the Tiger Turner original.
Kevin Stone shot to his feet and burst into laughter.
You think you can outbid me? You're still green.
That doesn't count.
How can it not count? I won.
You haven't paid yet.
Auction manager, get over here and run my card.
Susan Shaw walked over with the POS machine.
Kevin Stone, that's 3 billion. Are you sure you want to pay?
I watched Kevin Stone impatiently urging her to swipe. I smirked.
I'm sure. Just swipe it.
Bring out the Tiger Turner painting.
The attendant carried the painting to Kevin Stone. She slowly unrolled it.
Mr. Kevin Stone, 3 billion is a lot of money. Please, confirm this painting. Is it a genuine Tiger Turner?
It's obviously real, I'm sure. Just swipe it.
Grace Rivers stepped up and examined the painting.
Yes, this is a genuine Tiger Turner.
Why are you dragging this out? Just swipe it. People will think I can't afford 3 billion.
Mr. Kevin Stone, I'll ask you one last time. Are you sure you want to spend 3 billion on this genuine Tiger Turner?
I'm sure. Just swipe it.
Susan Shaw swiped the card. The machine beeped. 3 billion paid. She handed the card back to Kevin Stone. That idiot just stuffed it in his pocket.
It went through. I won the first round.
Impressive, Leon. Thanks for the 3 billion.
What do you mean?
I snapped my fingers at Susan Shaw. She got the message. She pulled out a black card and handed it to me with both hands.
Mr. Young, here's the 3 billion from the Tiger Turner auction. Please accept it.
I took the card. I waved it in front of Kevin Stone. Then I stuffed it in my pocket. A collective gasp went up.
This Tiger Turner painting is yours?
Yep. Problem.
You drove up the price on purpose. You obviously scammed me.
You were the one who insisted. Did I force you?
Wait, even if you can sign this painting to your auction house, why didn't you take a commission?
Because Mr. Young is.
I gave Susan Shaw a look. Don't reveal that I'm the auction house owner. Susan Shaw got it right away. She quickly made up an excuse.
He is a special guest of our auction house. For the Tiger Turner original, the fee, we waive the processing fee.
Your auction house and Alex Young scammed me out of 3 billion. Don't you care about your reputation?
Mr. Kevin Stone, may I ask you something? The Tiger Turner painting you bought, is it authentic?
It's authentic.
Before you swiped your card, I repeatedly emphasized that you should think carefully before buying it. Is that correct?
You see, for items consigned to an auction house, the owner also has the right to bid. Golden City Auction House acted fairly. No rules were broken.
President Rivers then announced the result.
I declare the first round. Kevin Stone wins. Alex Young.
Second round. I'm challenging you to a test of eye.
How?
We'll go to the antique street to find a steal. Whoever spends the least and finds the most valuable item wins.
I said nothing. I just stayed silent. I have X-ray vision. You're challenging me to a treasure hunt? You're asking for it.
Scared?
Kevin Stone, I hear you've been into antiques your whole life. A test of eye. Isn't that a bit unfair?
Finding a steal takes real skill, and that's what I'm testing against Alex Young.
Fine. I'll take you on.
All right then, let's go to the antique street.
We're at the antique street. Stalls lined both sides of the street. At each stall, there were all kinds of antiques. Bronzes, porcelain vases, ancient coins, gourds. It was a feast for the eyes. Grace Rivers led us, me, Emily King, Kevin Stone, and Leon Stone, into the antique street. Grace stood in the middle. The Stone brothers were on the left. Emily and I were on the right.
1 hour. Time to find your steals.
Next to us, a 1-hour countdown appeared.
Alex Young, you're going down.
Kevin Stone pointed at me and walked off with Bug Stone. I saw Kevin Stone stop at Lawson's stall. He picked up an incense burner. He rubbed his fingers, picking through the antiques. I stood there, completely calm, not moving an inch.
The clock started. Why aren't you moving?
I don't need to move. I can score a deal right here.
Grace Rivers shook her head with a cold smirk.
I cupped my hands and yelled down the street.
All you antique shop owners. It is me, Alex Young.
All the shop owners
turned to look at me.
Alex Young, who do you think you are? Who here knows you? You're here?
Kevin Stone went to Lawson's stall and picked up a brush holder. He examined it closely.
How much for this brush holder?
Not for sale.
What do you mean?
You dare insult Alex Young here? No one on this street will sell you a thing. Get out!
Lawson stood up and pushed Kevin Stone away, grabbed his lounge chair and ran to me. All the vendors on the street, except Blackjack and Old Chandler, abandoned their stalls, each holding an antique, and ran to me. Lawson placed the lounge chair in front of me, brushed it off, and pulled me to sit. The other vendors brought over a small table and set it beside me. On the table was a teapot. I sat in the lounge chair, legs crossed. 30-odd vendors, each holding an antique, surrounded me. Some massaged my legs, others my shoulders. They waited on me hand and foot. Grace Rivers was stunned.
I'm the president of the Antique Society. On this street, I've never been treated like this. Just who is this Alex Young?
I took a sip of tea.
Alex, are you taking everything today?
I rolled my eyes, looking at the vendors crowding around me.
You are all making me dizzy. Go get everyone in a line. Show me your items, one by one.
Lawson the vendor nodded with a grin.
Boss Young has spoken. Everyone, line up. No line, no deal.
The vendors scrambled. They quickly formed a neat, long line.
Old Lawson, you are up first.
Lawson the vendor pulled out a brush holder and showed it to me.
This is a Ming Dynasty bamboo brush holder. I'd sell it for $200,000, but for you, just $180,000.
My left eye flashed blue, revealing the brush holder's info. Ming Dynasty bamboo brush holder. Fake. Worth $50.
It is a fake. Worth $50 at most.
Lawson's face fell. Muttering curses, he took the brush holder and left. Scott the vendor stepped up. He held out the bronze mirror.
Wu Dynasty Imperial Bronze Mirror. How about $500,000?
Old Scott, you offered this mirror to others for $50,000. But for me, it is suddenly $500,000. Do you think I am an idiot?
That was a different one, not this one.
This mirror is a fake. I'll give you $5 at most.
Scott's face fell. He shot me a glare. He took the fake mirror and left. Martin the vendor stepped up. He pulled out a stamp and showed it to me. I shook my head. All the stalls on the antique street? Only Blackjack. And Old Chandler had their stalls guarded. Blackjack and Old Chandler's stalls were right next to each other. Kevin and Leon Stone stopped at Blackjack's stall.
Boss, why is everyone on this antique street so deferential to Alex Young?
Why do you ask?
Just curious.
I can tell you. If you buy something from my stall, then I'll tell you.
Kevin glanced at the antiques on the stall.
Boss, how much is this?
I saw Blackjack glance at the vase. He held up one finger.
$100,000.
This vase is a defective piece. The color's impure, and the rim's flawed. Worth at most $10,000.
Wow, you've got a good eye. You're a pro.
My second brother grew up in the antique market. He was playing with antiques at 3.
I saw Kevin Stone cut Leon off.
Third brother. We're incognito. Keep it low-key.
I saw Kevin Stone give Leon a look. Leon seemed to get it. He pulled Blackjack aside and whispered something in his ear.
I'll give you 200 grand. Tell me about Alex Young.
Leon pulls out his phone. He secretly transfers 200 grand to Blackjack. Blackjack stares at the notification on his phone. He checks his account balance. He's shocked and delighted.
Spit it out. Alex Young is a famous fool. Every vendor on this street scams him.
Explain yourself.
In the antique world, if an antique is damaged, it's worth nothing. But if you just make up a story and put on an act, you can sell it to Alex for a fortune.
Is he really that stupid?
Take this vase, for example. To a regular person, it's worth at most 10 grand. But to Alex Young, you can get at least 200 grand.
I saw Kevin Stone shake his head.
Is his eye really that bad?
All the vendors on this street sell their junk to Alex Young. They've scammed him for millions.
Kevin Stone let out a cold laugh. I saw Kevin Stone point to the broken wooden crate on the stall.
How much for this crate?
That crate was broken and filthy. It was covered in bird droppings and riddled with wormholes. Not a single piece of wood was intact.
This old crate is worthless. If you want it, it's yours.
This crate is a wreck. I wouldn't take it for free.
Then what do you want?
I was standing at a stall. I didn't notice Leon Stone secretly pull out his phone and send Blackjack 300 grand.
Boss, I'm secretly giving you 300 grand. You figure out a way to sell this box to Alex Young for a high price.
Sure. So, how much do you want to sell it for?
This box is barely good for firewood. Just sell it to him for 10 grand.
Blackjack looked down at his phone. He tapped the screen. His face suddenly lit up with shock and joy.
Okay, I'm on it.
Blackjack called over old Chandler. They lifted the beat-up wooden box and headed straight for me. They pushed through the crowd. With a loud crash, they slammed the box down in front of me. Dust flew up as the box hit the ground.
Blackjack, what is this about? Are you causing trouble?
Alex, we're here to bring you a treasure.
A treasure? You have a treasure?
Not before, but that doesn't mean I don't now. Don't let this box's looks fool you. It has a fascinating history.
What history? Let's hear it.
On a stormy night, old Chandler and I were walking down a country road. Suddenly...
All right. Cut the crap. Just tell me how much for the box. I'll take it.
100 grand.
Blackjack, you are a real piece of work. 100 grand for this junk. 100 grand for this junk.
Then what's a fair price?
10 grand. Take it or leave it. Your call.
10 grand is too low. 20 grand.
I pulled 2 stacks of cash from my pocket and tossed them to Blackjack.
The box is mine now. Take the money and get lost.
Blackjack took the money, didn't even count it, and left happily. Grace Rivers stood beside me, shaking her head at me. She sighed softly. She glanced at her watch. The screen clearly showed the 1-hour countdown was over.
The 1-hour treasure hunt is over. Let's go to the appraisal hall.
Grace Rivers turned and walked ahead. Kevin and Leon Stone, carrying a blue and white vase, followed behind. Emily and I carried the beat-up wooden box, bringing up the rear. I see spectator seats around the hall. Emily King, Kevin Stone, Blackjack. Emily King, Kevin Stone, Leon Stone, Blackjack. Old Chandler and the others are all sitting there, in the center of the hall. Kevin Stone is on the left, holding the blue and white vase. My broken wooden box is at my feet. It's on the right.
These experts with me are the most authoritative in the field. They will be the judges. Any objections?
No objections.
None here.
All right, let's start with Mr. Kevin Stone's blue and white vase. Let's begin.
Kevin Stone carried his blue and white vase and stepped forward, placing it on the table in front of the experts.
This Yuan Dynasty blue and white vase I found on the antique street. Please authenticate and appraise it.
Grace Rivers picked up the vase and examined its patterns and base. She passed it to the other experts. They took turns inspecting every detail. Grace Rivers and the 4 experts huddled and whispered a few words.
This blue and white vase is authentic, valued at $1 million.
I bought this vase for $25,000, worth $1 million. I made 40 times my money. Haha, I win.
Kevin Stone, don't celebrate too soon. My wooden box hasn't been appraised yet.
Kevin Stone scoffed. He looked disdainful. I picked up the box and placed it on the table before the experts. Grace Rivers and the 4 experts turned to the broken wooden box and inspected it closely. They whispered among themselves again.
Our verdict?
This box is not made of golden thread wood, nor any other precious wood. Plus, it's badly damaged. It has no collectible value.
You spent $20,000 on this junk. It's only good for firewood.
Bring me an axe.
A security guard approached and handed me an axe. I threw the broken box on the ground and brought the axe down on it. I raise the axe. I hack at the crate, splitting it to pieces.
Alex, stop chopping. It's worthless if you break it.
President Rivers, he lost both rounds. He owes us $3 billion. Just let him chop. Let him vent.
Who says I lost?
I split the crate with one swing. From the hidden compartment, I pull out the Imperial Iron Deed wrapped in yellow cloth.
This worthless crate has a hidden compartment?
I unwrap the yellow cloth. Holding the Imperial Iron Deed, I walk over to Grace and the others.
Look what I've got.
An Imperial Iron Deed.
That is right. The Imperial Iron Deed.
I place the Imperial Iron Deed on the table in front of the experts. Grace and the 4 experts stare at the deed on the table, their eyes wide with shock. On the deed, it's stamped with Michael Morton.
My God, this is the deed from George Dodd to his adopted son, Michael Morton.
George Dodd issued 34 of these Imperial Iron Deeds. Most of them were destroyed. This one from Michael Morton is in perfect condition. Not a single spot of rust.
Yeah, in my lifetime to see a Ming Dynasty Imperial Iron Deed. I can die happy.
President Rivers, how much is this Imperial Iron Deed worth?
It's priceless.
Kevin Stone stumbles back in shock, almost falling.
I now declare, for the second round, Alex Young found a steal for $20,000. A priceless treasure. Alex Young wins.
This Imperial Iron Deed was hidden in that crate for centuries. He found a steal like this? How is that possible?
Kevin Stone, you think you can match my eye? You are still green.
Alex, this Imperial Iron Deed is no small matter. It's a national treasure. What will you do with it?
This belongs to the nation. I will donate it to the nation for free.
Grace and the 4 experts, they nodded.
I disagree.
At Blackjack's words, everyone's eyes turned to him. Blackjack rushed to the table and tried to grab the Imperial Iron Deed. Before he could touch it, I grabbed his shoulder from behind and pulled hard. Blackjack lost his balance and fell backward.
What has this got to do with you?
Blackjack scrambled to his feet.
This Imperial Iron Deed is mine. I won't donate it.
What is yours? You sold me this worthless crate. The Imperial Iron Deed has nothing to do with you.
Blackjack pulled out 20 grand and held it out to me.
The 20 grand for the crate. Here, take it back. But I'm taking the Imperial Iron Deed.
I pushed his arm away. The money scattered on the ground.
Fine. You want to pay me back. All the money you scammed me out of. Pay it all back.
I earned that money with my own skills. Why should I pay you back?
You got all the Antique Street vendors to sell me junk at a high price. Pay me back all those millions, and I'll let you take the Imperial Iron Deed.
You're the fool. Who's to blame? Those millions. That's your tuition for the lesson. You're not getting it back. Tuition.
Are you sure?
You're a lousy student. You know jack about antiques. That money is tuition.
Fine. Tuition, huh? Then let me tell you, that fake Tiger Turner painting, you paid $3 billion in tuition.
$3 billion what? Explain yourself.
That fake painting you sold me, hidden underneath, was a genuine Tiger Turner.
I took out a knife and slowly cut along the edge of the scroll. I opened the painting's hidden layer and lifted the top painting. A new painting was revealed. A genuine Tiger Turner.
What? A genuine Tiger Turner?
Right. I took the genuine Tiger Turner to the auction house and sold it for $3 billion.
You're lying.
If you don't believe me, ask him.
Blackjack turned to Kevin Stone. They locked eyes. Both turned pale.
Blackjack stared daggers at Kevin Stone. His eyes were full of accusation.
Is what Alex Young said true?
It's true, because that painting, I bought it for $3 billion.
After Blackjack heard that, he pointed at me, trembling with rage. He couldn't finish. He suddenly clutched his chest. His face turned deathly pale.
The painting I sold him for a few thousand. He sold it for $3 billion.
Blackjack's vision went black. He violently coughed up blood. He collapsed straight to the ground. He lost consciousness.
One down.
Kevin Stone looked completely drained. He roared, demanding an answer. How much?
How much? The painting I bought for $3 billion. He got it for just a few thousand?
Kevin Stone's vision went black. He also coughed up blood. He dropped to one knee. Leon Stone rushed over to support Kevin.
Second brother, are you okay?
Kevin Stone looked up. His legs were still wobbly. He wiped the blood from his mouth. He stared at me with a fierce look.
Alex Young, don't get cocky yet. We still have a third round. The final round will decide it all.
What is the third round? You can choose again.
I'll bet on luck.
How?
Gambling on rough stones. One cut, you're broke. One cut, you're rich. One cut, you're in rags.
I have X-ray vision. You are betting on rough stones with me. You must have a death wish.
Emily King suddenly ran up to me.
Alex, you can't even tell jade from jadeite. Don't bet on rough stones with him.
It is fine. I can learn on the spot.
Learn on the spot? You'll learn in hell.
Grace Rivers also came over.
Alex, have you really never gambled on rough stones before?
Right. I've never even been to a rough stone market.
It's 30% skill and 70% luck. You don't know the game. To win, you'll have to rely on luck.
Alex Young, I'm betting on rough stones. You in?
What is to be afraid of? Afraid you can't afford it.
Me? Can't afford it. I'll raise the stakes by $3 billion. You in?
Is that the $3 billion from the Tiger Turner painting? And if you lose?
If I lose, I'll give you 15% of Stone family jewels. All of it.
Kevin, are you crazy? Those shares, they are standing in the Stone family.
Kevin Stone shoves Leon to the ground.
Stay out of it. I have to get even today.
I take the bank card in my hand and throw it on the ground.
Bring it on.
Kevin Stone pulls out a Stone Family Jewels share transfer agreement and shows it to me.
This is the share transfer agreement. It's effective as soon as it's signed. Come and get it if you dare.
Fine. See you at the Gemstone Exchange Market.
Soon, we arrive at the Gemstone Exchange Market. The hall is spacious. The tables are covered with rough stones. Each one has a price tag. There's also a pile of worthless rough stones on the ground. Emily King, Grace Rivers, Kevin Stone, Leon Stone, and I are standing in the hall. Grace Rivers hands me and Kevin Stone a powerful flashlight each.
The third round begins now. You may begin selecting your rough stones.
Kevin Stone takes the flashlight. He walks to the table and examines the stones one by one. I take the flashlight and toss it on the ground in disdain.
For betting on stones, I don't need a light.
You don't know a thing about betting on stones, so a light doesn't matter.
I'll crack open an Imperial Jade Green, and it'll blind your eyes.
Green is the most prized color for jadeite, and Imperial Jade Green is the cream of the crop. You think it's that easy?
My left eye glows blue. The stones on the table turn transparent. I can see inside. Besides the jadeite inside, only a couple have a tiny bit. The rest are empty inside. Out of the corner of my eye, I spot a stone in the pile of rejects that's glowing green inside. I smile faintly and walk over to pick it up.
I'll take this one.
Emily quietly walks over to me.
Alex, you can't take this stone. Just throw it away.
Emily suddenly came up to me. She snatched the rough stone from my hand and threw it down.
Emily, what is wrong?
Alex, this stone has a very long flaw. Didn't you see it?
So what if it has a flaw?
Flaws mean cracks. Even if this stone has jadeite, it'll be full of cracks.
Kevin Stone walked over with a rough stone. He lifted his foot and kicked my stone away.
Just a piece of junk. And you think it has jadeite? In your dreams.
Enough talk. Let's cut them now. Let's settle this.
Kevin Stone walked over with his rough stone to President Rivers.
President Rivers, I want to cut first. Let me show them what I've got.
Okay.
2 workers wheeled a cutting machine into the hall. Kevin Stone handed his rough stone to the worker. The worker took the stone and started the machine. The stone was cut open. On the cross-section, a small patch of light green jadeite appeared. The worker quickly handed the cut stone to Kevin Stone.
It's green, and it's bright green. Worth at least $1 million.
Kevin Stone, how much did you pay for that stone?
$800,000. Why?
You spent $800,000 for $1 million jadeite, only a $200,000 profit. Is that supposed to be impressive?
I'm playing it safe. Better to profit small than lose it all.
Kevin Stone, today, I'll use this stone you look down on to crush you and send you to your ruin.
If that stone of yours has jadeite, from now on, whenever I see you, I'll kneel 3 meters away and call you Grandpa.
I handed my stone to the worker. He took it. He started the machine.
The stone is cut. The cross-section is a deep green jade, smooth as a mirror. The whole room is stunned.
My God, it's Imperial Jade Green.
Emily King was so happy she kissed me.
Alex, you're amazing. Your first time gambling on stones, and you cut Imperial Jade Green.
Kevin Stone is in shock. He almost falls.
Imperial Jade Green? Impossible. His stone had such a long crack. How could it still cut Imperial Jade Green?
I held the jade stone and looked at Grace Rivers.
President Rivers, this stone in my hand, please give me an appraisal.
Alex, this stone, how much did you pay for it?
$10,000.
Now that it's cut to reveal Imperial Jade Green, I'll offer $30 million.
All right. Since you like it, President Rivers, it is yours.
Grace Rivers nodded.
I now declare, the winner of this bet is Alex Young.
Kevin Stone's vision went black. He stepped back and collapsed to the floor. I looked down at Kevin Stone.
Kevin Stone, of the 3 rounds, I won too. Hand over the Stone family jewels, shares and control of the Royal Jade River mine. Hand them over.
You can have the Royal Jade Harmony mine, but not the shares.
If I had lost, would you have gone easy on me? Hand it all over.
Kevin Stone's face turned ugly. He trembled uncontrollably.
Kevin Stone, if you don't honor your bet, in the name of the Gem and Jewelry Association, I'll unite the major families to economically boycott your family.
Kevin Stone's face turned ashen. Reluctantly, he pulled out the Stone family jewels share transfer agreement and threw it at me.
Here's the share agreement. Sign it, and it's effective immediately.
Kevin Stone, you have 1 day to transfer the Royal Jade Harmony mine to Alex Young, or I'll bankrupt your family.
Kevin Stone stood up. He stumbled toward the door. 2 days later, a loud crash. Kevin Stone was thrown from the second floor. He crashed to the ground, breaking his leg.
I later found out. 2 days later, Kevin Stone was clutching his broken leg, wailing on the ground. 2 days before, he'd been thrown from the Stone family villa, from the second floor. He broke his leg. Victor Stone, holding a golf club, walked down the stairs. He walked up to Kevin Stone, swung the club, and smashed his face.
Brother, I was wrong. Spare me.
One reckless bet and you lost a mine, the jewelry, and 15% of the company. I'll kill you. Victor swung the club and smashed Kevin's broken leg. Kevin screamed in excruciating pain.
Brother, Alex insulted our family. I just wanted to teach him a lesson.
You handed a fortune to some poor kid. Is that teaching him a lesson?
It was all Leon's fault. Hit him, not me.
Victor threw the bloodied club away. Bring them out. 4 bodyguards dragged Leon Stone and Luna May into the room. The guards threw Leon and Luna to the ground.
Brother, please don't kill me.
Second, third. The family's shares have fallen into outsiders' hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Brother, just spare me, and I'll get the shares back.
Alex is Emily King's boyfriend, and we're mortal enemies with the Kings. Do you think the Kings will give the shares back?
Brother, for the sake of our brotherhood, spare us.
Second, third. When you hired a hitman to kill me, did you think of our brotherhood?
Our bet with Alex. It was all because of this woman, Luna May. If you must kill someone, kill her.
Victor Stone glanced at the guard behind Luna May and gave a signal. The guard understood. He quickly wrapped his arm around Luna May's neck, choking her until her face turned blue. I later heard that at the Stone family villa, something happened. Victor Stone was handling it.
Kevin Stone, don't kill me. I'm Jason Goldwyn's woman.
Victor Stone's expression flickered. He raised his hand, signaling the guards to stop. The guards let go. Luna May's neck was free. She gasped for air. You're Jason Goldwyn's woman.
Yes, the Capital Goldwyn's heir, Jason Goldwyn.
So, Jason Goldwyn, huh? Did you hear that, brothers? Jason Goldwyn's woman set you up. You two were in on it, to make me fight you. So hate Jason Goldwyn if you must.
Spare me, big brother. Spare me.
This is the painting you spent $3 billion on. A Tiger Turner original. It'll be your funeral gift. Victor Stone tore the painting in two and threw it on the ground. All 3 guards moved at once. They choked Kevin Stone and Leon Stone and Luna May. They struggled for a moment, then fell still. Dead. Set this villa on fire. If anyone asks, say Jason Goldwyn's woman tried to steal the Tiger Turner original and accidentally burned the villa down, and that my 2 brothers died in the fire. Victor Stone and his guards walked to the door. The last guard picked up the painting from the floor, lit it with a lighter, and threw it on the couch. The villa erupted in flames. I held Emily's hand as we walked through the mine.
Alex, why did you bring me to the Royal Jade River mine?
Emily, remember my bet with your dad? The one about the money?
You said you'd make $100 billion in a year.
Actually, I've already made that $100 billion.
You did? Where is it?
I lift my right foot and gently stamp the ground.
It is this mine, right under our feet.
Alex, the Royal Jade River mine is a known abandoned mine. It hasn't yielded any rough jade in ages. Otherwise, it never would have ended up in your hands.
Actually, deep in this mine, there is a hidden...
I hear a car horn. 5 black Mercedes-Benzes speed over. They stop beside me and Emily. The doors open. Victor Stone steps out with 4 bodyguards.
Alex, that's Victor Stone, my brother's killer. He's the sworn enemy of the King family.
Don't worry. I'll avenge your family.
Miss Emily King, long time no see.
Victor Stone, what are you doing here?
And you must be Mr. Alex Young.
You are the older brother of Kevin and Leon Stone? Victor Stone, the eldest son of the Stone family?
That's me. I heard my 2 worthless brothers offended you, Mr. Young. so I came to apologize.
Victor, get to the point. Don't beat around the bush.
Fine. You won 15% of Stone family jewels from my two brothers. I want to buy it. Name your price.
I am interested in Stone family jewels. I am not selling.
There's no deal that can't be made. Name your price, Mr. Young.
I want the Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry.
Mr. Young, I told you to name your price. You're not holding back. The Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry is our family's lifeline. There's no way.
Fine, then. I'll just sell my shares to the King family. I am sure they'd be more interested.
I take Emily's hand and turn to leave.
Mr. Young, wait.
Changed your mind, Victor?
Emily and I were talking at the Royal Jade River Mine when Victor Stone arrived with 4 bodyguards in his car. He wanted to buy back the 15% stake in Stone family jewels I'd won from his brother. I refused. I even asked for the Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry. He said no. I said I'd sell the stake to the King family, grabbed Emily and turned to leave, but he called us back. No on the Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry, but I'll give you the Ocean Jade Bay mine. I was about to agree when Emily suddenly pulled me back. She stepped forward, furious, pointing at Victor Stone.
Victor Stone, what a brilliant idea! The Ocean Bay mine is just like this one. It's long abandoned. It's worthless.
Want the Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry? Fine, 1 trillion. You. Today, I'll trade the Ocean Jade Bay mine for the stake, deal or no deal. I pulled Emily behind me.
Since Victor Jr. is willing to trade, I have no objections.
Victor Stone took the contract from his bodyguard and signed it quickly. He tossed the contract to me. No objections, then sign it. I took the contract and flipped through it. I smirked and signed my name.
The Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry is about to be mined out. What I really wanted was the Ocean Jade Bay mine.
Victor Stone turned around and prepared to leave with his bodyguards.
Victor Jr., hold on.
What, something else?
I just took 2 of your family's mines. Don't you want to know what I am going to do with them?
They're just 2 worthless mines. I don't care about them.
Worthless mines? Victor Jr., do you know which mine is really worthless? It is the one you treasure, the Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry.
90% of Stone family jewels jade comes from the Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry. How dare you call it worthless?
The raw jade at the Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry is about to run out. From years of mining, the entire mountain could collapse at any moment.
That's nonsense. Suddenly, Victor's phone started ringing. He quickly answered it. His subordinate's panicked voice came through.
Victor Jr., it's terrible. Something terrible happened at the Jade Mountain Quarry.
I just warned Victor about Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry. About the quarry. And his phone rang. He answered with a frown, impatiently. What's wrong?
The quarry's raw jade is all mined out. The whole mountain collapsed. Many people died. The military has blocked off the quarry. It's sealed for 100 years.
What? How could this happen? I watched it all. Victor was so shocked he dropped his phone. The screen flickered and went dark. He swayed. His eyes rolled back. And he fell straight backward. 2 bodyguards rushed to catch him. They frantically tried to revive him. After a few seconds, Victor finally came to. He slowly opened his eyes. Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry is the foundation of our family's business. Without it, our family will be swallowed up by the others.
Victor, I told you Heaven Jade Mountain Quarry was trash. And I was right, wasn't I?
Just a coincidence. If you're so all-knowing and can see the future, why would you want our abandoned quarry?
Victor, I have some explosive news for you. This quarry under our feet is worth over 100 billion.
This quarry was mined out decades ago, worth 100 billion. Is the dirt here worth that much, or the water?
The green jade here is mined out, but that doesn't mean all the jade is.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you. Deep in this quarry is a vein of purple jade, and it is massive.
A purple jade vein? Impossible.
I found this stone around the quarry. See for yourself.
I pulled a stone from my pocket and tossed it to him. Victor caught it. The stone's faint purple hue made his face go pale. It was raw purple jade. My God. This is really raw purple jade from this quarry.
Your family owned the Royal Jade River mine for decades, and you always thought it was worthless. But in my hands, it has become a treasure mine.
$100 billion mine. This isn't a mine. It's a gold mountain.
$100 billion mine. $100 billion mine. Victor looked like his soul had been sucked out. His vision went dark. He couldn't stand, and he collapsed backward. I watched the two bodyguards scramble to hold up Victor Stone. They frantically tried to revive him. Before long, he slowly opened his eyes. If I'd known this mine was worth so much, I would have fought tooth and nail for it.
He's been hit so hard, and he is still not dead. Not enough. I'll have to push him further.
I coughed, clearing my throat.
You okay, Victor Jr.? Should I take you to the hospital?
Shut up. I'm fine. I'm not dead yet. Let him talk.
Guess, Victor Jr., why would I trade your family's shares for the Ocean Jade Bay mine?
You mean the abandoned Ocean Jade Bay mine has a jadeite vein underground? A jadeite vein?
Not that. But there is oil underground.
Oil? The terrain at Ocean Jade Bay. There's no way there's oil. Suddenly, Victor's phone rang. The screen read, Father. Victor quickly answered. I heard his father's voice on the other end, excited.
Vic, have you seen the latest news?
What news? About the mine?
Not the Jade Mountain Quarry disaster, the Ocean Jade Bay mine.
What about the Ocean Jade Bay mine?
They found oil under the Ocean Jade Bay mine. The reserves are huge. That mine is worth at least $300 billion now.
Victor's hand, holding the phone, shook more and more violently. Vic?
Are you as thrilled as I am? Speechless with joy?
I already sold the Ocean Jade Bay mine.
Vic, you're a business genius. They just found oil and you sold it. How much did you get? 30 billion or 35?
I watched Victor Stone answer the call. His face turned pale instantly. 3 billion.
A mine worth 300 billion? You sold it for 3 billion?
Yes.
You bastard! You idiot!
On the other end, his father's coughing suddenly became violent. Dad, I didn't know there was oil under the mine. I sold it as a worthless mine.
When did you sell the mine? A year ago?
No.
Was it a month ago?
No, I sold it a minute ago. I guessed Kevin Stone's father was in a hospital room right now. After all, he'd been through a lot.
A minute ago? By then the news was already out about the oil. Don't you watch the news, you bastard?
Victor's father suddenly clutched his heart. His eyes rolled back. He spat out a mouthful of blood. He lost his grip on his phone. It fell to the floor. The nurse heard the commotion and rushed in.
Someone, quick! Old Mr. Stone is in shock. He's dying.
Victor was still at the Royal Jade River mine. His phone was glued to his ear. He turned pale. On the other end, he heard the nurse's frantic shouts.
Quick! Old Mr. Stone is in shock. He's dying.
Dad, what's wrong? Are you okay? At the hospital, the doctor picked up the phone. On Victor's end, he heard the doctor's grim voice.
Victor Jr., it's bad. Your father first lost his son, and then the mine was sold for a pittance. He died of a broken heart.
Victor's vision went black. His phone hit the ground, and he collapsed. The villa was luxurious. Charles King was on the couch drinking tea. The steward ran in out of breath.
Sir, great news!
What great news?
The stones.
What about the stones?
The 4 stone men are all dead.
Charles King stood up in shock. He knocked over his teacup. The cup fell to the floor. It shattered.
What? All dead?
Alt Stone, Victor Stone, Kevin Stone, Leon Stone, all dead.
Really?
Absolutely true.
The stones killed my eldest son. They were evil their whole lives. This is karma. Karma!
Sir, should I go set off some firecrackers to celebrate?
Set them off. We must buy up all the firecrackers in the city. Set them off like crazy.
Yes, sir.
The steward turned to leave.
Wait.
The steward turned back to face Charles King.
How did the stones die?
Kevin and Leon Stone were killed by Victor Stone. Old Stone died of a rage-induced heart attack from Victor, and Victor was driven to death by Alex Young.
Alex Young, the one who ran off with my daughter and made that $100 billion bet with me.
Yes, that's him.
That kid has some real talent to drive the stones to death. He is quite impressive.
Sir, Does this mean you approve of Alex as your son-in-law?
Grandpa's birthday banquet is coming up. Tell my daughter to come, and invite Alex as well.
The steward nodded and turned to leave. In the grand hall, the King family was hosting Grandpa King's birthday banquet. A huge longevity character decorated the hall. The tables were piled with birthday gifts. Grandpa King sat in the place of honor, smiling and accepting guests' congratulations. 10 chairs were placed on either side of the head table, reserved for VIPs. Charles King and Linda Lawson sat in the 2 prime seats on the right.
Miss King has arrived.
The banquet hall doors opened. Emily took my arm, and we walked in. Emily was on my arm. As we entered the hall, all eyes immediately turned to us. Emily let go of my arm and ran to Grandpa King. She started to playfully pout.
Grandpa, I wish you a long and happy life.
Good, good.
She whispered to Grandpa King. She had him laughing in no time. I stood alone in the center of the hall, watching it all with a calm expression. The guests around me started pointing at me and whispering.
So this is the guy Emily King chose? That poor kid Alex Young? Miss King is great in every way, but she has terrible taste. She turned down Jason Goldwyn and chose a guy like him. He looks so shabby. The Goldwyns are worth over $100 billion. The Kings could have used that marriage to soar to new heights. But Miss King called off the engagement herself. Comparing Alex Young to Jason Goldwyn is like comparing a sparrow to a phoenix. Tell me about it. Look at this poor kid, here to celebrate Grandpa King's birthday, and he's empty-handed. I bet he has less than $5 grand on him. He's probably only here for a free meal. One table at today's banquet is worth over $100 grand. Even if he worked for a whole year, he couldn't afford one table. If Miss King hadn't brought him, this Alex Young would never get into a place this fancy.
I gave a cold stare to the gossiping guests. They quickly shut up.
Emily, is this the Alex Young you've been talking about?
Yes.
I stepped forward and bowed to Grandpa King.
Grandpa, I wish you a long and happy life and many more years to come.
You're a guest. Have a seat.
The steward approached me, bowed slightly, and gestured for me to follow. He led me to the last seat on the left. I was about to sit down. A loud shout suddenly came from the door. The banquet hall doors slowly opened. Jason Goldwyn hadn't even entered yet, but his voice echoed in first.
Everyone here can sit down, except for Alex Young.
The door suddenly burst open. Jason Goldwyn, with 2 bodyguards, strutted right in.
Jason Goldwyn, what are you doing here?
I'm here to wish your grandfather a happy birthday. Grandpa King, happy birthday to you. You wouldn't throw me out, would you?
Jason Jr., you're here. It's an honor. Why would I throw you out?
Grandpa King, you're a man of class. Bring it in.
6 bodyguards carrying a huge golden dragon statue followed him in. It was blindingly gold. They set the statue down firmly at Jason's feet. All the guests stared at the statue, stunned.
Jason Jr., what is this?
This is my first birthday gift to you. A pure gold dragon statue.
This is too valuable. I can't accept this. Jason Jr., please, take it back.
It's just a gold statue worth hundreds of millions. I can afford it. I'm not as shameless as some people showing up empty-handed.
Who says I came empty-handed? I also got Grandpa King's 3 gifts.
Really? Then bring them out and dazzle us.
Bring it in.
6 guards carried in a huge object. It was covered in red cloth. It was wrapped in a big red cloth. You could only make out a stone's outline.
Alex, it's Grandpa King's 80th birthday, and you're giving him a worthless rock? Worthless rock.
This rock is worth far more than your golden dragon.
Worth more than my golden dragon? Forget your little rock. Even a mountain isn't worth as much as my golden dragon.
We'll see.
I walked up to the jade statue, grabbed the red cloth, and prepared to pull it down. The red cloth falls. A lifelike, massive green jade dragon statue appears before everyone. Everyone stares at the jade dragon. They're all stunned.
This!
Gold has a price. Jade is priceless. This imperial jade green dragon is for Grandpa King. My first gift.
I saw Emily King looking at me in the jade dragon. Her eyes were red, almost in tears.
Alex, this gift is too precious. I can't possibly accept it.
You are Emily's grandfather, so you are my grandfather too. This jade dragon, I prepared it especially for you. Please, accept it.
Grandpa King stared at the jade dragon, frowning slightly, hesitant.
Grandpa, Alex is your future grandson-in-law. However precious this jade dragon is, it's nothing compared to his filial piety.
In that case, I'll accept this jade dragon.
It's a fake! A fake! This jade dragon isn't even jadeite! It's a fake!
The whole room erupted. Whispers filled the air. Guests pointed at me and the jade dragon. They whispered among themselves.
I knew it was a fake. A poor kid on a meager salary. How could he afford something this big? An imperial jade green? Today's fakes are so advanced. Synthetic jadeite can look even nicer than the real thing. A raw imperial jade green stone can sell for tens of millions. This jade dragon is so massive. How could it be real?
Real or fake? Just get an authoritative jade expert to authenticate it.
An authoritative jade expert? The Goldwins and the Kings have been in the jewelry business for generations. Who could be more authoritative than us?
Not necessarily.
Who's more authoritative than us? Bring them out. Let's see who they are.
The door slowly opens. A clear female voice echoes in first, before she appears.
Me.
The doors suddenly opened. Grace Rivers walked in. Her entrance was grand. Everyone turned to look at her. The whole room was shocked. Jason Goldwyn rushed to greet her. He was all smiles.
President Rivers, what brings you here?
Grace Rivers ignored Jason Goldwyn. She looked around at everyone.
Am I authoritative enough?
Chad Season hurried over to Grace Rivers. He gave her a slight bow.
You are the president of the Gem and Jewelry Association and the Antique Society. Your knowledge of jade surpasses everyone here. There is no one more authoritative than you.
Since you all trust me, let's talk about this jade dragon. This jade dragon carving is authentic. It's carved from a single, complete piece of imperial jade green. A single, complete piece of imperial jade green.
Carved, President Rivers? Are you sure?
This jade dragon. The imperial jade green rough stone I cut myself. How could it be fake?
Everyone in the room was shocked again.
President Rivers, even if you cut the rough stone yourself, that doesn't mean it wasn't switched out during the carving, right?
Then, a sharp crack. Grace Rivers slapped Jason Goldwyn hard.
This jade dragon was carved by my mentor, Richard Grant, with 100 master jade carvers, taking 10 days to craft.
Old Mr. King rose from his seat and rushed over to Grace Rivers.
President Rivers, you're saying this jade dragon was carved by Master Richard Grant himself?
Yes.
Master Richard Grant. He's the Grand Master of jade carving. They call him the Divine Hand. I pestered him for 10 years, but he always refused.
As he spoke, he circled the jade dragon, admiring it closely.
I never thought in my lifetime I'd get a piece by Master Grant.
That's impossible! Richard Grant retired years ago. Not even 10 billion could get him to work.
Grace Rivers pointed at me.
You can't, but that doesn't mean Mr. Alex Young can't.
Jason Goldwyn pointed at me and roared.
Alex Young is just a $2,000 a month antique shop apprentice. How could he get Richard Grant to work?
Another sharp crack. Grace Rivers slapped Jason Goldwyn hard again.
I stood there, watching Grace Rivers and Jason Goldwyn face off.
You've repeatedly insulted Alex Young and my master. Mr. Young's achievements and stature, you'll never reach in your lifetime.
Achievements? What has he done?
Mr. Alex Young donated 100 national treasures to the country. He also recovered thousands of precious artifacts from tomb raiders.
How could a mere apprentice do that?
I have X-ray vision and the Wishtop's repair function. Protecting cultural relics is my duty as a citizen.
Mr. Young's achievements moved my master Richard Grant. My master made an exception and carved this jade dragon.
I heard Richard Grant retired 30 years ago. Back then, he even vowed never to carve again. Or else he'd chop them off?
Yes, my master, after carving this jade dragon for Mr. Young, chopped off his own hands. So this jade dragon is my master's true masterpiece.
When they heard Richard Grant chopped off his hands, the whole room was stunned. No one could speak.
Richard Grant is a true master. Such character will never be matched. Such character.
I'm off to the hospital to get my master's prosthetics. I'll be going now.
With that, Grace Rivers turned and left the hall.
Alex Young, I never thought you could get Richard Grant to do that. You win the first round. Attendants! Bring out my second gift!
Two beautiful hostesses entered, carrying a scroll.
Jason Jr., what is this?
Open it! Go on, open it!
They slowly unrolled the scroll, revealing a Tiger Turner painting.
It's a Tiger Turner. That's right.
The Stone Brothers bought this at the Golden City auction. It's an original Tiger Turner for $3 billion, and I paid a premium of $5 billion to buy it from them.
At the mention of $5 billion, everyone gasped.
This isn't the painting I sold to the Stone Brothers. I'll use my X-ray vision to make sure.
I focus, and my left eye glows blue. I look closely at the Tiger Turner painting.
My left eye glows blue. Words appear before me. Item: Ming Dynasty Tiger Turner painting. Authenticity: fake. Value: $5,000.
I was right. This painting is a fake.
I smirk.
What are you laughing at?
Jason Goldwyn, your family has 100 billion. You tried to fool us with a fake gold dragon statue, and we let it slide. And now you are pulling out a fake painting. Do you really think we're blind?
What fake gold dragon? And a fake painting? Explain yourself.
Since you say it is pure gold, then dare to saw it open in public.
This is my gift to Grandpa King. A birthday gift. If you dare saw it open, you're publicly cursing Grandpa King to a terrible death.
Grandpa King's face turned livid.
Someone saw this dragon open.
Grandpa King, this is a gift from the Goldwyns. You're sawing it open in public. That's an insult to the Goldwyns.
I don't stand for nonsense. I won't be remembered as a fool. If this dragon is really pure gold, I'll pay you $1 billion.
2 guards approach with a long saw. They stop in front of the dragon statue. They start sawing it in half. The dragon statue is cut in 2. The cross-section is clear. It's just gold-plated. It's all lead inside.
I'm done for. I'm exposed.
The guests point at the dragon statue and start whispering. My God, the dragon is really fake.
I've heard Jason Jr. is a scoundrel. Now I see it for myself. He's just as bad as they say.
If you can't afford the real thing, don't give a gift. Giving fake gold. What a fool, that Jason Jr.
The Goldwyn's younger generation has really opened my eyes. My first time receiving fake gold. Well, I can die without regrets now.
Alex Young, you ruined my name. I'll kill you.
Jason Goldwyn snaps. He charges at me. He throws a punch.
I let out a cold laugh. I quickly grabbed Jason's wrist and threw him off.
Jason Jr., don't be so hasty. This fake painting, I haven't even torn off its mask yet.
After Jason was thrown off, he staggered back a few steps before steadying himself.
I bought this painting at an auction. Golden City Auction House never sells fakes. You say it's a fake? That's questioning Golden City Auction House of selling fakes.
Fine. How about we get someone from Golden City Auction House to come and authenticate it?
Authenticate it then. Someone from Golden City Auction House is on their way.
The doors slowly opened. Susan Shaw walked in with 2 bodyguards. When Jason saw Susan Shaw, he rushed right over.
Miss Shaw, someone's accusing your auction house of selling fakes.
Since our auction house's reform, we never sell fakes. Anyone who dares to question our authenticity is our enemy.
Miss Shaw, tell everyone this is a genuine Tiger Turner.
Susan Shaw walked up to the Tiger Turner painting. She pointed to it.
This one.
Yes, I bought this from your auction house. A genuine Tiger Turner.
Susan Shaw grabbed the painting and tore it to shreds.
This is a fake.
I paid $5 billion for this. You have to compensate me.
We didn't sell this painting. It is a high-quality fake.
You say it's a fake, so it is. What proof do you have?
Proof? Humph. Pick up the pieces and see for yourself.
Jason picked up a piece of the paper. I clearly saw the fine print on the back. Copyright, Ming Dynasty painter Tiger Turner. Reproduction by me. For artistic appreciation only. For art collection only. Do not buy or sell forgeries. And that... Jason violently threw the piece away. He frantically grabbed another 4 or 5 pieces to check. I looked at the painting's fragments on the ground. On the back was a clear message. Copyright belongs to Ming Dynasty painter Tiger Turner. This reproduction is purely for artistic interest. Jason Goldwyn was completely stunned. The fragments in his hand clattered to the ground.
The Fogger was afraid of retribution, so they left a statement inside the paper. So, your painting is a fake.
Impossible! I bought this painting from your auction house.
Susan, show him the auction records.
Susan nodded. She handed over the auction records for the Tiger Turner original. Jason snatched them. He flipped through the pages frantically. His face turned purple. The records had the auction number and time, and the authenticity report. At the bottom was the final sale price. And in the owner's column was my name, Alex Young. Jason violently threw the records at me. The papers scattered everywhere.
You have the Tiger Turner original?
Yep. I sold it to Kevin Stone for $3 billion.
So, your second gift to Grandpa King is worth $3 billion?
A mere $3 billion. That is not enough to show my respect for Grandpa King. My gift is worth over $10 billion.
Keep dreaming. The entire King family's assets are barely $10 billion.
I gave Susan a look. She got it right away. She took a tray from a nearby attendant. On the tray was a rectangular wooden box. Small, but very elegant. Susan carried the tray to Grandpa King.
She knelt on one knee and held the tray before him.
This is a gift from the owner of our auction house for Grandpa King. Please accept it.
What's in the box?
I watched Susan Shaw. She smiled in response.
Grandpa King.
You'll see when you open it.
Grandpa King opened the wooden box. I saw a contract inside. He looked confused. He picked up the contract. It said, Stone Family Jewels Share Transfer Contract.
This...
Charles and Emily rushed over. They supported Grandpa on either side.
Father, what is wrong?
Grandpa's hands trembled as he handed the contract to Charles. Charles took the contract and quickly flipped through it.
My God, this is for Stone Family Jewels. The transfer of all their shares.
This contract. Where did you get this?
After the Stone father and son died, the eldest daughter, Vera Stone, inherited all the shares. My boss paid $20 billion to Vera Stone for the entire Stone family jewels.
The room fell silent. Everyone looked shocked. The guests around started whispering.
The Kings and Stone family jewels were evenly matched. If one swallowed the other, they could become a $100 billion family.
Only the Golden City auction owner could buy Stone family jewels. Anyone else, they couldn't buy it even for double the price.
The Golden City auction owner's connections are nationwide. When he wanted to buy Stone family jewels, Vera Stone couldn't refuse him.
Grandpa King took a sharp breath. He seemed to be suppressing his shock. He took the contract back from Charles and placed it back on Susan's tray.
I can't accept this. The King family doesn't know your Golden City auction owner. I can't accept this gift.
Please, Grandpa King, you must accept it. Otherwise, my boss will think I failed.
Fine, I'll accept it. But tell me, who is your boss?
I saw Susan Shaw looking at me. I nodded at her. Susan Shaw walked up to me and prepared to make an introduction.
Let me introduce you all. This is our owner of the Golden City auction house, Mr. Alex Young.
The room went silent. Then, a buzz of shock erupted. Guests pointed at me, whispering among themselves.
The owner of the Golden City auction house, is that poor kid Alex Young?
I get it now. Alex has been playing the fool all along, so he's the real hidden big shot.
You're really the owner of the Golden City auction house?
Yes.
The first time I met you, you were just an apprentice making $2 grand a month. How could you possibly be the owner of the Golden City auction house?
I was born poor, but that doesn't mean I'll stay poor. And you were born rich, but that doesn't mean you'll stay rich.
The Goldwins are worth $100 billion. You're just a new money upstart.
Ha! $100 billion. Uncle King, our bet. Do you remember?
I do. You said in 1 year, you'd be worth over $100 billion and crush the Goldwins.
Right. And I am keeping my promise now.
It has only been 3 months. You don't have to rush.
I walked up to Emily King and took her hand.
I'll prove it to everyone right now that I am worthy of Miss King. Bring out my 3rd birthday gift.
Susan Shaw immediately understood. From the attendant nearby, she took a tray. On the tray was a rectangular wooden box. Susan Shaw carried the tray to Grandpa King. She knelt down and held the tray before him.
This is from my boss, Mr. Alex Young, a birthday gift for Grandpa King. Please accept it.
What is this?
I let go of Emily's hand. I stepped forward and opened the wooden box. I took out a mine deed and held it up.
This is a mine worth over $100 billion. A purple jade mine.
$100 billion jade mine?
The King family's jewelry business without a jade mine has long been suppressed and squeezed by the Goldwins. But with this mine, things will be different.
Yes. If we had a mine, we wouldn't have had to marry Emily to Jason Goldwyn.
I held the mine deed and walked up to Grandpa King. I handed it to him.
Grandpa, this mine is my 3rd birthday gift to you. Please accept it.
Alex, our family is only worth $10 billion. And you're giving us $100 billion mine? This is just too.
Grandpa, if you are worried, I can transfer the mine to Emily first, and she can give it to you.
Alex, that's not what I meant. I'm afraid that with this mine, our family will become arrogant and proud and turn into a playboy like Jason Goldwyn.
Grandpa, this is my birthday gift to you. As for how to distribute this mine, that is up to you.
All right, I accept. From now on, Alex is my grandson-in-law. Any King family member who objects will be disowned.
Alex, you won our $100 billion bet. I now give you my daughter Emily From now on, you are my son-in-law.
Emily came to my side. We held hands and bowed to Charles and Linda.
Thank you, father-in-law.
Thank you, father and mother.
Alex, if it weren't for you, Emily would have been my wife by now. You stole my fiancée. I challenge you to a death match.
I let go of Emily's hand and walked up to Jason.
A death match? How?
Jason Goldwyn challenged me to a stone bet. 10 rounds, $1 billion each. I held out my right hand and shook my index finger, signaling no.
Humph! I knew you wouldn't dare.
Let's play for real. 10 billion a round. You in?
The room went silent. Everyone was stunned.
Are you crazy?
The Goldwyns call themselves a 100 billion family, but you won't even take a bet from a poor kid like me. You should just get the hell out of the capital.
Suddenly, an old but powerful voice boomed. He hadn't arrived yet, but his voice reached Jason.
If he wants to bet, then you bet him.
The doors slowly opened. Frank Goldwyn, with 4 bodyguards, walked in. All eyes turned to him.
Frank Goldwyn?
That is right. It is me.
The guests stared at Frank Goldwyn and whispered among themselves.
My God, the Goldwyn patriarch. Frank Goldwyn is here. This is incredible.
I hear Frank Goldwyn is ruthless. Anyone who crosses him ends up badly.
If it weren't for Frank Goldwyn, Jason would have run the family into the ground.
Frank Goldwyn walked in, scanning the crowd. His gaze was sharp. Everyone averted their eyes. Finally, his eyes landed on me.
So, you are Alex Young?
That is me. I am the one your son calls the poor kid, Alex Young.
I've ruled the business world for decades. One look from me makes people back down. You dare bet the Goldwyn fortune. You are not worthy.
The Goldwyns have terrorized the capital for years, all because of your 100 billion fortune. Today, I'll make the Goldwyns dirt poor.
Frank Goldwyn clapped. He pointed at me with a vicious look.
Fine. 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 I'll take your bet. If you lose today, everyone here dies.
Except for me and Emily, everyone else was terrified.
If you lose, I'll wipe out the Goldwyn family.
Frank Goldwyn's face turned purple. He stared me down. His eyes were full of murder.
Fine. Let's begin.
In a massive, luxurious hall, Frank Goldwyn and I face off. Our eyes lock. Sparks seem to fly between us. Behind Frank Goldwyn stands Jason Goldwyn. Behind me are Emily King and Charles King.
Dad, where are we? How come I've never been here before?
This is the world's largest gemstone exchange market's VIP lounge. Besides the big shots from the capital, no one else gets in.
Dad, did the Goldwyns get us in here?
The Goldwyns are a $1 trillion family, but they have a terrible reputation. They can't get in here either.
Then who brought us in?
I don't know. The owner of this market has terrifying backing. No one dares cheat here. Don't worry.
Emily hummed and nodded.
Alex, this is the highlight of your life. If it weren't for the Goldwyns, you wouldn't even have the right to be here.
Really?
The owner of this market must have opened this VIP lounge just for us, as a special favor.
I heard the owner's last name is Young, not Goldwyn.
You mean you're the owner of this market?
Who knows? Frank and Jason Goldwyn doubled over in laughter.
Alex, don't talk nonsense. Offend the owner here, and not just in the capital, but in all of Summerland. You'll have nowhere to stand.
Alex, this gemstone exchange market is worth over $1 trillion. Forget you. Not even 10 of my families could afford it.
Mr. Young hadn't arrived yet, but his voice echoed first.
Your family can't afford it, but that doesn't mean others can't.
The doors slowly opened. Mr. Young, with 10 bodyguards, walked in. He had the imposing aura of a big shot. Everyone turned to look at him. When Frank Goldwyn saw Mr. Young, he quickly went to greet him with Jason.
Mr. Young, what brings you here?
But Mr. Young ignored them. He walked right past them and came up to me.
Boss Young, welcome to our gemstone exchange market.
Mr. Young, you're the owner of the gemstone exchange market. Why are you so polite to a nobody like Alex?
Mr. Young suddenly raised his hand and gave Jason a resounding slap.
I'm not the owner of the gemstone exchange markets. Someone else is. You're trying to get me killed.
You're not the owner. Then who is?
Another sharp crack. Mr. Young slapped Frank Goldwyn as well.
Who do you think you are? How dare you ask for our boss's name?
Frank Goldwyn, enraged, tried to hit Mr. Young, but Jason held him back.
Dad, we can't mess with Mr. Young. Don't be rash. Let's deal with Alex first.
Mr. Young, today the Goldwins will face this brat in a life-or-death bet. Please be our judge.
It wouldn't be fair for me to judge. Someone else will.
After Mr. Young spoke, he pointed to the door. The doors opened again. Richard Grant and Grace Rivers walked in. Everyone turned to look at Richard Grant, shocked. The guests all stared at Frank Goldwyn and began whispering.
My God, the judge is the master of classical studies, Richard Grant.
Richard Grant and Arthur Legend are the two great masters of antiques. To see either of them is a once-in-a-lifetime honor.
Too bad Master Legend died so young. What a shame.
Richard Grant walked in. His face was cold. He ignored me and the Goldwyns.
Arthur, you're here. Why not come in?
The door was wide open, but there was no one outside.
Everyone's eyes suddenly turned to the door. They all looked terrified. A cold wind rushed in through the door. Everyone around me shivered.
Master, are you just missing Master Legend too much? They say he died of illness 30 years ago.
Just the other day, I saw a new work by Arthur Legend surfacing in secret. I'm certain.
Before I saw anyone, a voice echoed through the room.
Richard, you're so sharp-eyed. My fake death fooled everyone. But not you.
Another cold wind blew through. Arthur Legend walked in briskly. He stepped inside. Everyone turned to look at him, shocked. Arthur Legend ignored everyone else and walked straight to Richard Grant. He reached out for a handshake. Richard Grant smiled faintly and held out his hand. That's when I saw. His hands were severed at the wrists. All 10 fingers were gone.
Oh, Grant, where are your hands? Who crippled you?
I cut them off myself.
Old Grant, you're a master of jade carving. Why would you cut off your own hands for no reason?
I retired 30 years ago, never to carve jade again, and if I broke my vow, I'd cut off my hands.
Old Grant, who was it that made you break your vow and carve again?
It's the man before us, Mr. Alex Young.
Arthur Legend followed Richard Grant's gaze and turned to look at me.
I'm Arthur Legend. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I politely shook hands with Arthur Legend. It's an honor to meet you, old Legend.
You made old Grant cut off his hands to carve jade for you. You must be extraordinary. We can be on equal terms.
Mr. Alex Young donated to the nation 1,000 national treasures, and from tomb raiders he recovered tens of thousands of precious artifacts.
I saw Arthur Legend stare in shock.
I've always been proud. The only one I've ever admired was old Grant. Now there's one more. That's you, Alex Young.
3 lunatics. One cut off his hands, one faked his death, and one's a fake philanthropist.
Grace Rivers was furious. She walked up to Jason Goldwyn and slapped him hard. It echoed loudly. The door suddenly opened. Everyone was in a panic. Grace said Richard Grant missed Old Legend too much. But Old Grant insisted he'd seen Old Legend's new work. Old Legend's voice came first, then he appeared. Old Grant revealed his severed hands. He said it was because I broke my vow. Old Grant also said I donated many artifacts and recovered stolen ones. Old Legend was impressed. Jason Goldwyn was just muttering insults, and Grace Rivers slapped him.
Jason Goldwyn, insult my master and Old Legend again, and as president of the Gem and Jewelry Association, I'll blacklist your family.
I saw Jason Goldwyn's face turn pale. He didn't dare say a word.
Grace, calm down.
Arthur Legend turned to me and pointed at Old Grant.
Alex, we 3 get along so well. Why don't we become sworn brothers? We don't have to be born on the same day, but we can die on the same day.
I was shocked. I quickly waved my hands to refuse. No. You're both in your 70s or 80s. I'm only 25. It's not right.
Look how scared you are. Arthur's just teasing you. He's a famous old prankster. He loves to joke.
I heard about $100 billion bet here. I couldn't resist, so I snuck out to see the fun.
I bowed to Old Legend and Old Grant. Old Legend, I'm betting everything against the Goldwyns. I ask you and Old Grant to be our judges.
Sure, no problem.
I refuse. These 2 old fools as judges?
Grace was furious. She raised her hand to slap Jason. Frank Goldwyn rushed to Jason's side. He grabbed Grace's wrist.
Jason is my son. Only I have the right to discipline him.
Your son publicly insulted my master and old legend. You will pay a heavy price for this.
Grace took out her phone and made a call. She whispered a few words.
You're just a little girl. What price could you possibly make us pay?
William Steele's voice came first.
The Steele family is cutting ties with the Capital Goldwins. No intermarriage for generations. No cooperation.
William Steele walked in.
You're just the Steele family. How dare you cut ties with the Goldwins?
Arthur Legend and Master Richard Grant are the gods of the antique world. Your son insulted them in public. The Steele family would rather die than stay allied with you.
Your family is worth a mere 10 billion. My family is worth 100 billion. We don't need a small fry like you.
Really? I'm not the only one here today.
I saw Mr. Wallace walk through the front door. The Wallace family cuts ties with the Capital Goldwins. No marriages or cooperation for all time. I saw Frank Goldwyn staring at Mr. Wallace. He was completely shocked. Next, Mr. Frank walked in.
The Frank family cuts ties with the Capital Goldwins. No marriages or cooperation for all time.
Mr. Johnson walked in next. The Johnson family cuts ties with the Capital Goldwins. No marriages or cooperation for all time. Mr. Dean appeared at the door next.
The Dean family cuts ties with the Capital Goldwins. No marriages or cooperation for all time.
Mr. Warren walked in as well.
The Warren family cuts ties with the Capital Goldwins. No marriages or cooperation for all time.
I noticed Charles King took a step forward. His gaze fell on Frank Goldwyn and Jason Goldwyn.
You 10 billion families. The Goldwins don't care about you. We're glad to be rid of you.
Mr. Woods hadn't appeared yet, but his voice came first.
10 billion families are beneath you? What about 100 billion family?
Then, Mr. Woods stepped through the door. I saw Frank Goldwyn spot Mr. Woods, and his face lit up. He rushed to greet him.
Woods, what took you so long? I knew you'd come to support me.
Mr. Woods let out a cold snort and shook off Frank's hand.
The Capital Woods cut ties with the Goldwins. No marriages or cooperation for all time.
I saw Frank Goldwyn step back in shock, nearly falling over.
Woods, we've worked with your family for 20 years. Why?
Mr. Woods' sneer was like an ice pick to the ears. He gave Frank Goldwyn a sideways glance, his tone dripping with disdain.
First you offended 2 masters. And then you offended the owner of this market? Even a god can't save you now.
The arrogance on Frank Goldwyn's face froze instantly. He clearly hadn't expected the market to be involved.
My family? When did we offend the owner? When did we do that?
Ask your precious son, Jason Goldwyn.
I watched Frank Goldwyn raise his hand and slap Jason Goldwyn hard.
You disgrace. All you ever do is sleep with women and cause trouble.
Dad, I don't even know who the owner of this market is. How could I have offended him?
The market's owner has blacklisted your family. He's ordered all of Summerlin's 100 billion families to cut ties with you. Defy him, and you're instantly bankrupt.
He's just the owner of a gemstone market. How could he have that much power?
Mr. Young, besides owning this gemstone exchange market, he also controls over 20 multi-billion-dollar raw jadeite mines.
What? How is that possible?
Mr. Young's personal wealth exceeds 3 trillion. He even monopolizes a third of Summerlin's raw jadeite. How can your family possibly fight him?
Frank Goldwyn's face turned ashen. He collapsed to the ground, all his strength drained.
I don't know this, Mr. Young. You must be mistaken.
I could be wrong, but do you think all of Summerland's 100 billion families could be wrong?
After Mr. Woods finished, he pointed to the entrance. I followed his gaze. Then Mr. Ford walked in through the door. His presence was imposing.
The Capital Fords are cutting ties with the Goldwins. For all time. No marriages, no cooperation.
Next, Mr. Smith walked in. His voice was equally firm.
The Capital Smiths are cutting ties with the Goldwins. No marriages for all time, and no cooperation.
The Rivers, Yates, Scott, and Marshall families' patriarchs appeared at the door together and walked in. Their presence made the whole hall hum.
The Capital Rivers, Yates, Scott, and Marshall families are cutting ties with the Goldwins. No marriages for all time, and no cooperation.
Frank Goldwyn watched the patriarchs arrive. His face turned ashen. His vision went black. He suddenly coughed up blood and collapsed to the ground.
Someone tell me, this all-powerful Mr. Young, who is he?
I slowly walked up to Jason Goldwyn. I looked down at him.
It is me!
What did you say?
I'm Mr. Young, the owner of the Gemstone Exchange Market. The owner of the Gemstone Exchange Market!
That's impossible. Impossible! 3 months ago, you were just an apprentice in an antique shop.
If you don't believe me, I'll prove it to you.
I scanned the room, looking at all the family heads. Wherever my gaze fell, everyone averted their eyes. My sharp stare.
From now on, I, Alex Young, am the king of Summerland's antique world. Disobedience means death.
Mr. Woods stepped forward. He knelt on one knee before me.
The Woods family pledges fealty to Mr. Alex Young. We will serve for generations. We will never betray you.
Mr. Ford stepped forward next. He knelt on one knee before me as well.
The Ford family pledges fealty to Mr. Alex Young. We will serve for generations. We will never betray you.
Mr. Smith stepped forward. He knelt on one knee before me as well.
The Smith family pledges fealty to Mr. Alex Young. We will serve for generations. We will never betray you.
Mr. Rivers, Mr. Yates, Mr. Scott, and Mr. Marshall all stepped forward. They knelt on one knee before me.
The Capital Rivers, Yates, Scott, and Marshall families pledge fealty to Mr. Alex Young. We will serve for generations. We will never betray you.
Charles King was emotional. He stepped forward, about to kneel.
The King family pledges fealty to Mr. Alex Young. For generations.
Emily was shocked. Before he could kneel, she quickly pulled him up. She covered his mouth.
Dad, what are you doing? Alex is your son-in-law.
I saw all those big shots kneeling to Alex. I got carried away and lost control.
Emily rolled her eyes at her father. Jason Goldwyn collapsed to the ground. He couldn't get up.
Jason Goldwyn, see that? To destroy your family is just a word from me.
Alex, our bet hasn't started yet. I'll bet my life.
Bet your life against me. You think you are worthy.
Jason Goldwyn snapped. He lunged at me, face contorted.
You dare look down on me? I'll kill you!
He grabbed my neck in a death grip. I kicked him hard in the gut. He flew back 3 feet and crashed to the ground. He spat out a mouthful of blood.
Jason Goldwyn, for all the humiliation you put me through, I'm paying you back today. So, what do you say? Admit you're beaten?
Jason struggled to his feet. His legs trembled. He wiped the blood from his mouth. He pointed at me and screamed,
I refuse!
Refuse all you want. I specialize in breaking stubbornness.
I walked toward Jason step by step. He trembled with fear.
Alex, what are you doing?
Your family's $100 billion fortune is still there. Let's play 10 rounds of stone gambling. If you can beat me just once in those 10 rounds, I'll give you $1 trillion in cash. Deal?
Are you serious?
Jason, I'm going to crush all your hope.
You have $30 trillion. I only have $100 billion. No matter how we bet, it's not fair to me.
I'll give you a fair shot. Go to my market. Pick any rough you want. From the ones you reject, I'll pick 10 to bet against you.
Emily rushed over to me.
Alex, are you crazy? Betting against him like this, you're bound to lose.
Alex, if you're asking for it, I'll oblige. Go pick your stones.
In the rough stone hall, the floor was covered with rough stones of all sizes. Jason Goldwyn held a bright flashlight, carefully selecting stones. 2 staff members followed him with carts. 1 red, 1 blue. He picked a stone and put it on the red cart.
These stones I've carefully chosen are sure to yield Imperial Jade Green.
He picked up a stone that looked worthless and tossed it on the blue cart. On the blue cart, over 30 stones quickly piled up.
Push this junk over to Alex and let him choose.
The staff pushed the blue cart toward me. A worker pushes a blue cart and stops it in front of me. Then, another worker pushes a red cart. Jason Goldwyn follows behind, staring intently, afraid the stones will be switched.
Alex Young, these are all my reject stones. Go ahead and pick from them.
I let out a cold laugh. My left eye suddenly glows blue. I look at the stones on the cart. The stones become transparent. I see clearly. Inside is a rich green. I pick 10 stones from the blue cart. Soon, on the table in front of Jason, are his 10 stones. On the table across from me are my 10 stones.
I've picked my stones. Let's cut them all open. Whoever gets the most Imperial Jade Green wins.
Your stones are lucky to have any jade. Imperial Jade Green? Dream on!
The stones were cut open quickly. Each one was cut right down the middle. The cross-sections were fully exposed. Of Jason's stones, only 2 were Imperial Jade Green. And my 10 stones were all Imperial Jade Green. Everyone stared at the Imperial Jade Green on my table, stunned.
I only got 2 Imperial Jade Green. Your 10 stones are all Imperial Jade Green. How is that possible?
Jason Goldwyn, you lost.
You cheated!
These 10 stones, I picked them from your reject pile. Admit you lost.
Jason Goldwyn.
Your family's 100 billion fortune is all mine. Congrats, you're broke.